laugh and make jokes. That's how
I'm here.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to It's a Long Story. We are more or less ready to go. Welcome. Hopefully, if someone can... Oh, yeah. Whoopsie daisy. That would be a reason why. Oh, hold on 1 second. Super weird. I am hearing... Anyone else hearing another version of me talking?
No.
No, just me?
Nope.
Just suppose it's good.
Weird.
It's just you. You don't hear another version of anybody else.
Yeah, and it's like super late.
Do you have the
I'll be
stream
right
on in
back.
the background?
That's what I was gonna suggest. But if it's not anybody else, then you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Are you guys scared?
Yes.
I mean, yeah. I keep forgetting to breathe.
That's my secret. I'm always scared.
You keep forgetting to breathe.
Left eye's
You
twitching.
belong in a fantasy story then.
I'm regretting.
Let out the
not
breath
hearing-
you forgot you're holding.
Check. Let's try again. See if I'm hearing a different version of myself. No. I think I knew what that was, and that's kind of concerning that it did that. But yes, hello everybody. Sorry that we may or may not have viewers here. So yes, welcome to It's a Long Story, a campaign set in a world where we have actually 4 different parties competing, thriving, living, breathing, more or less, in this same homebrew world that we love that is named Imea. We are here with our lovely crew, the Unearthed Arcanum. Everybody take a look at the camera, wave, and say hi.
Hello.
No.
Cool. Very excited to be here as our last session of the year. Man, I hope it goes well. We'll see. Before we get last time with you guys being able to play these characters, huh? That's exciting. Just kidding, and I love you all dearly. Before we get into that stuff for the rest of you, if you're joining us on Instagram Live, which I believe is running, welcome. Hope you're enjoying it. Sorry for the minor technical difficulty in the beginning. But before we get into our recap and jump into our setting for tonight, just a couple of announcements. First off, I just want to say one thing. Tales of Imea, the Isles is officially full. We have everybody ready to go. So we officially have a 4th campaign filled up and running and I was going to say running well, but running running very well, actually. So very exciting for that. So thank you guys all for who may or may not have shared and try to spread the word out. So that is all set and ready to be ready to move on to our next part of this, which is we are still desperately looking for people to join for our version, our homebrew version of our Candela Obscura. If you're unfamiliar with Candela Obscura, that is the game that has been recently the official rulebook has just come out. It was designed by Darrington Press, friends over at Critical Role. They have a couple of different sort of versions of sessions that they've been running as well. So you should check those out. But also, if you're interested in our sort of homebrew version of it, you can watch our playtest of it with a good amount of these people that are here around us. We did that early in September, so you can check that out if you're watching this from YouTube or Twitch or anything else. You can check out on our YouTube. It is under I believe our lives or our playlist under Shadows of the North Shore : Candela Obscura, or probably parentheses Candela Obscura. So yeah, please check that out. And also, more importantly, we need more players. Right now, we only have Kiki, and Kiki is amazing. We love Kiki, but we need at least 2 more. So if you're interested in joining, I'm going to be putting the link in the live chat. This is for those of you who are watching from Twitch and YouTube. Unfortunately, I don't think I can add this to our Instagram live just yet, but that way you guys can kind of check it out. And if you want to join, if you have any other questions, feel free to follow the information listed below on those links. Let's see. Just very small bit of information. We just finished up our second sort of version of our fun little Humblewood one-shot, which was just a gift for us. So you don't get to see it, so take that. But it was a little bit off camera, just fun with the groups and whatever. But also it helped me kind of get a feel for for what will now be the upcoming new drop-in, drop-out campaign. We are going to take a little bit of a break in January, most likely do a couple of one-shots here and there, but in February we'll be pushing the next drop-in, drop-out to be Humblewood. So for those who are fans or have never played before, Humblewood is a really cool sort of game design for those who ever wanted to be a little forest creature, or a big forest creature, I guess. Anthropomorphic animals for the win. I'll have more details for that later, but we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna probably take a month off. If you're interested in joining for any one-shots that we have coming up, in the video description, you can check out our all of our games for It's a Long Story, or you can just go on startplaying.games and type in It's a Long Story _TTRPG, and then you'll find us. I believe that is it for our announcements. So Kiki, and also Kiki, please take your time. Please let us know where we left off with Unearthed Arcanum.
So we started 2 weeks ago in a room facing a semi-translucent stone wall that was lined with writing, hundreds of feet long, would take days, months, years to translate. Each of the words was a different language that seemed to shift with the pulse like a heartbeat. And through the wall we could see what looked like a stone heart. It took us a while, some attacks against the wall and deafening half the party, but we did realize that the riddle on one of those first statues we found in rooms way earlier in the dungeon kind of opened the wall for us. We got through, we got that stone heart, we make our way down the hallway and walk out to a bridge with a platform all hanging out over a deep, endless chasm. And at the central platform there was a ring, I believe, that looked like it was scorch marked. There was some kind of sand or ash on the central platform, and a torch in the middle of it that was burning. All of us except Nalani entered the platform. We did some experimenting, tested the flame. It didn't burn anybody. We weren't quite sure what to do. Yori at one point grabbed the torch and started flying up. It blinded half the party as flames exploded around us. Nalani almost got thrown off the side into the chasm, but managed to grab it at the last second. Eventually, through some quick thinking, they got the word to Yori to say the riddle regarding flame. Wreathed in flames, I'm the essence of heat. And come back down to the party to stop the fire that was rapidly encroaching on us and causing us a lot of damage. Once we get out of that, half the party's blind and deaf. So we decide to tie each other together and walk down this long path with chasms all around us. Siobhan trips, and we almost all go over, but Yori absolutely tanks and manages to pick us all up and fly sling load helicopter style to the next area, which was a drop-off that we associated with the last riddle, which was on Winds of Dreams, My Spirit Soars. After some debating on how we're going to go about this, Yori steps off the edge, and it takes some internal debate, but he does give in to the dreams and he enters his dream sequence, which rapidly turns into a nightmare. One by one, we follow, stepping off the edge, being lifted up weightlessly as we fall into our dreams, and they all turn into nightmares. But we wake up in a new room with an interesting little axolotl friend who we are all excited to meet. Let me know if I missed anything.
I think we're good. Did we miss anything, gang?
Nah.
Awesome. Cool. Sorry, we did not get to do a sound check before, so Evan, can you give me a check?
Check.
Anybody else feel like he's a little low? Yeah.
A little bit.
Give me a little bit more juice, friends. But, so. Without further ado, let us jump into our lovely little, just evening quick stroll in the drippy old cave. So for some of you here, what is happening here? Okay. For some of you here, as you are all collecting yourselves, looking around, there is a... are we still hearing the... Yeah, we're still hearing the normal theme, my bad. There we go. There we go. You guys hearing that?
Yeah, I hear a little bit. Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Awesome. Cool. Let me check one thing, actually. Check. Yeah, hopefully that helps. All right. So as you guys are collecting yourselves on various sort of forms of blindness, exhaustion, deafness, significantly low on health, spells, resources, you find yourself waking up, coughing, sputtering, some of you in total darkness, others of you seeing a faint outline of a circular pool that is around you. For those who are looking around Io, we can see a little small creature moving towards Io's direction. This creature has a sort of a what's it called? That little finned sort of side. I know there's a name for it, and I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue. But otherwise, this strange sort of small, like almost axolotl mixed with a dragon-like creature. We see this little guy. So, what do you guys do?
Are we dead? Are we still alive?
Yeah, but Yuri, you gotta slow down. You gotta slow down. Okay? Just don't move. For now.
Yuri continues not to hear anybody.
Yeah, you can't. You can't hear me.
Yeah, this is
I
a
don't know
good
what I
thing
expected.
above board here for the viewers and honestly myself right now. Raise your hand if you are blinded. Awesome. Raise your hand if you are deafened.
No one.
Raise your hand.
That was a trick question.
Raise your hand if you're exhausted. Okay. Cool. All the viewers looking at me, the DM, going, "What the fuck, dude?"
And 4 hit points. Let's go.
And 4 hit points.
I am the only one that here. Cool. So I see. I can see this little thing floating in front of Io?
Yes, you can.
Gonna crawl in like a circular motion around over to Io. lay my hands on him and cast Lesser Restoration and remove his. Are you blind?
I'm deaf and
Great.
Exhausted. That's it.
Great. I'll remove the deafness so I can talk to you because you can talk to everyone else.
And I think basically the first thing I would have done. Now, when the creature said,
Sorry, keep talking now.
when the creature said something, did it say that telepathically, or did it say it with its words?
Telepathically.
Okay.
But what creature? What are you talking about? It's been 2 weeks.
The Draxolotl.
Drexel. Ooh, I love that. I love Drexelotl.
That's great.
Right. I know, Dan, saying what do. If you want to give an idea of what possibly transpired from this point.
Yes, so basically when Io woke up, he actually woke up to this thing speaking to him telepathically in a very deep voice saying, "Welcome, Keeper of the Shard," if I remember correctly.
That's correct.
And I think kind of coming to, first thing he's thinking, it's like, I think he looks at the creature kind of just quizzically. It's like, okay, this little guy couldn't have said that with this deep voice. And I think he kind of just says under his breath, I just had the worst dream of my life, and at least I'm getting greeted by something little and cute. Do you want some food, little guy?
Alistair, you see the creature looks at you, and you see these like very bright sort of like pearlescent, or that like turquoise sort of eye between the green and blue, looking at you, completely pupilless. Turns his head, looks back at Io. Io, you hear something in your head that clearly is not a fan of being called little dude and something cute. But I want to kind of give the perspective from Alistair's perspective right now. So that's why I didn't want to give you what he actually says.
Kind of hold my cane out and just kind of like keep the Draxolotl at the end of my cane and kind of slide around next to Io. Do you know what this thing is?
Oh, holy shit! I can hear. No. I just had like the worst possible nightmare of my life, and then I wake up and it's it's sitting on my chest. I heard some really deep voice talking to me though. Looks kind of like a dragon though, don't it?
We're all gonna die here unless we do something. So it's looking at you. Do I need to kill it? Are we going? Is it going to?
You see the frills kind of open up a little bit more. Seems to understand you, Alistair.
Wait a second. Before we try doing something drastic, what if it's the thing talking to me? One moment, and I think I'm gonna look at the thing and reach out telepathically and say, "Can you understand me?"
You hear this deep echo that I'm not going to worry about right now, reverberate in your brain. Tell your man to stand down.
Hey, Al. It's an ally. I think.
That's not reassuring at all, Io.
I know. I'm asking you to trust me right now. Let me get some information. Hey there, friend. I apologize for being a little too disrespectful with you. I can see now you are regal and dignified. I'm saying this mentally, if that's not
Right.
clear as well.
I assume Alistair's cane's still up.
Yeah. And I'm gonna cast Detect Evil and Good.
Okay. As you're doing so, your cane turns to ash as he just touches it. You can tell your man that if he lives to be a full age of a human, it'll be a mere blip of the existence that I've had. And I have not gained that by being passive.
Okay. So our friend here said, he's lived a very, very, very long time. And, I think he really wants you to stand down. Let's at least hear him out and see where this goes.
Okay, you could have just told me something. I don't have another cane.
Yeah, you could have just told him that. You didn't say that.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, so, my friend, do you...
Hold on, time out. Does Alistair
sure.
stand down?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't have. I mean, I'm
think-
literally just sitting down on the ground. I can't even get up right now.
You got it. Yeah.
Okay.
I would say, like, Alistair needs to show some sort of sign of, like, okay, I'm, like, standing back otherwise, because that's you have kind of stepped up to this creature, right? Having that cane, putting it out to a distance. In my vision of that scene, something has to change. For the creature to be okay with talking with Io, right? So Alistair, you just like you scoot back, or
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm gonna slide back a little bit.
Cool.
Maybe probably go over to where the blind and deaf people are sitting and reassure them that life is okay.
you give them a soft touch.
A point of order, I made a mistake. Nolani's not deaf, so he heard that. So when you approach, he will give you a spare longbow to use as a cane.
Cool.
Thank you.
Hey, so are you the master of this place?
No.
So, I know this is not how these things normally go. Well, I guess this is how these things normally go, but, so why are you here, and what do you mean by Keeper of the Shard?
I was waiting for you, Descendant.
Descendant? What do you mean? Do you know about my family? The Duvals?
No. Time is short. Please gather your friends and move by the pool.
Yeah, of course. Are you going to help us?
In a sense.
Well, we'll be in your debt then. All right. Hey y'all. Looks like we found a friend. Um, sir, can I get a name, or at least something to call you?
I think, if I may, I think what happens is, Io, you feel a tug on your brain, specifically where you store your memories from this creature. If you are allowing it in, you get the feeling that he wants to be let in.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and let him in.
Okay. You see him. You see just blank pupilless eyes staring at you. You may call me Callisto.
All right, Callisto. It's a pleasure to meet you. So, we've got a new friend here. His name is Callisto. He wants he said he's here to help us, and we got to get near a pool. Those who can't see, uh, me, Al, and who else is available, kind of help guide you to that area, if you're willing. That is, Al and everyone else.
You look at everyone else and you see a smattering of just significantly worn out and you see your friends dealing with some serious conditions right now. Some of which are hearing you talking but not seeing you at all.
And I think actually, within thinking about that, I was like, I probably would have at that point also telepathically talked to people that I knew didn't seem like they were responding to, relaying the same message.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, Io. That thing just turned my cane to ash for no reason, and you sent me away, and
Yeah,
I don't know what you guys talked about. I mean,
that's a good point. Hey, Mr. Callisto, I know
it has a name?
Oh, that was actually, no. Yeah, we're gonna say that out loud. Yeah, he has a name. His name is Callisto, and I don't know. I've got a good feeling about him, despite the cane thing. I think he felt threatened. Hey, Mr. Callisto, could you do something about that? My friend's cane here. He really needs that to move around. I apologize. It was a really bad misunderstanding. It would be kind of good for fostering some trust here.
Roll me a persuasion check.
All right. What about 13?
Unfortunately, that piece of wood is now transferred, unable to be put back together. Tell him sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. You were saying? Oh.
He didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you said tell him and then... Okay.
Oh, I said tell him sorry.
Oh, gotcha. So Al, he says sorry. I don't think he can bring it back. But
Just okay. So we're just gonna follow this thing that you have a good feeling about.
I know it sounds crazy. Would it make you feel better if I went first?
No.
Hey,
Okay, look, if you want to do this, we're gonna do this. But like, this is just weird, right?
it is, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm desperate. And we're in a desperate situation, and I'm thinking about taking the leap of faith here.
Okay, man. I guess I don't really have a choice at this point. Shaman's nearly dead right now. Nalani looks like he's. Well, I mean, he was in a fire. Like, what are we gonna be safe? Like, where are we going?
For those that can see around you, just to be able to kind of give you a sort of sense of what's going on, you see there is a very brightly lit blue pool. You are all kind of crowded around it on this upper sort of platform. You can see the water kind of just like gleaming off. The blue seems to go all the way down. You don't see necessarily anything at the bottom, but you don't see a bottom either. Callisto looks at you, Io, and says, "There is one more thing that needs to be said."
Yeah.
This is not part of my journey. When he says there's one more thing to be needed said, he's pointing at the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Gang.
Yeah,
I know it, but I'm blind.
It's
deaf.
the water.
Deaf.
It's
I'm
the
blind,
water.
deaf, exhausted.
You guys are still in the puzzle sort of
yeah,
realm
yeah.
of this cave, so.
And
I
watery
posted it.
realms, my fluid gray shines as I touch the water.
As you touch the water, you got it. As soon as you touch that water, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Of course.
I think while this is happening, Yori, blind and deaf, he just takes out one of his hand axes and is just a hammer and chisel and is just slowly, for something to feel, is kind of running his thumb along the hand axe blade and kind of etching a rune into the axe, just little by little, just feeling it, etching it, just to have some sort of sensation, since
Cool.
blind and deaf.
22.
22. Nice. With a 22, you take 3 points of cold damage. As the water shines a brighter blue and lights up all around. You can see it kind of reflecting off of the ceiling walls that are probably about maybe 30 to 40, actually probably closer to like maybe 50 to 60 feet above you, as you see the stalactites coming down, right? T?
Lights, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of etched all along here. You can see the pool itself has some runic symbols that are written around, but the symbols themselves actually, for Alistair, this is actually pretty easy to recognize. They look more like hieroglyphs, representing an early sort of primordial representation of words. Nothing necessarily representing anything except that it's clear that this pool is magical, and you saved yourself from being frozen by it. So as it glows that brighter blue, you see Callisto kind of nods, looks around. And goes, well, have to assume that he is for sure one that is good to be accompanying you on your journey, yes? Looking at the back of Alistair's head, probably.
Yeah, he's actually incredibly reliable.
You see Callisto walk towards the pool and bend down and goes to the spot on the floor where Alistair's cane was, and then blows the ash into the pool. And as he does so, you see the pool itself seems to kind of glow this interesting sort of purple as it skitters across. And he goes, interesting. Tell your man to touch the pool again, if he trusts you.
All right. So, hey Al, Callisto talked to me again, and he wants you to touch the pool again, but I don't know why. And I think why is also something he telepathically shoots to Callisto too.
I swear to God, if you're making this up, I will find you in the afterlife and kill you. I'll reach out and touch the water.
Okay.
I'll put my whole hand in.
You got it. As you touch the water, you were immediately healed for those same amount of hit points, and you can tell the water is actually fairly warm and light, almost like a little bit lighter, like almost like how, I guess, like maybe like some sort of like saline solution sort of feels when you dip your hand in, where it actually feels extremely light on the skin. Yeah, it's slightly warm to the touch, and then you can feel it kind of like cools down. It's not freezing cold like it was. It's still cold. You feel like it is now just a cold pool to go into, but condition wise you won't feel any difference.
With my vision, I know this thing is magical, but I also cast detect evil and good. Other than him, do I see anything as I swing my head around? Are we alone in this room?
You are alone, and I wouldn't even say it's a room. You're still in that kind of like weird open sort of like you can't really see the end of the walls, like things like that. So you're in this like extremely large area.
So it's 30 feet, aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
Give me 1 second.
And for that matter, just to add to it, if I see any stray magical areas in this giant cavernous area.
You do get a feeling of aberration from... Actually, I'm going to message you something.
With that said, I will take this moment, DM Joe. I have not cast this in quite a while. The companions that I keep, every one of them pops up with an aura. I know Io's was changing at one point. Is it changed further than from where it was? And same for Siobhan.
Yeah, okay, well, you kind of hinted at that enough. Yeah, you actually notice that Io blips about as much as the creature does in terms of aberration.
Nice.
So I don't have to message you anything.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good. No, I couldn't remember if that was discussed before.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so I touch the water, Io. It's different. It's warmer.
Well, that sounds good. Anything else you can note about it? Did
It's
we solve
wet.
the last?
Yeah, I mean it's different. I mean you said he was gonna guide us out of here. We're following him. What are we doing?
Good point. So now that he's touched the water, is that safe for the rest of us to touch, or what?
The end of a journey lies below.
Okay. Well, that was cryptic. I think I get it. I think hearing that, Io's gonna walk up, and then he's gonna say that last part. Okay, so the end of a journey lies below. He's gonna touch the water himself.
As you say that, touching the water, you see all of a sudden the water becomes crystal clear. I believe you touched the water in the first room, correct? This had a similar sort of viscosity to it originally. Now it does not seem to have that, or everything about that water seemed to be the same as what it was in the first room. It does not seem to have that, and now you can see clearly to the bottom. You see that there is what looks to be like a single platform down below, probably maybe about 100 feet below. It's hard to tell because of how crystal clear this water is, I would say. But you can see there is what looks to be like some sort of like obelisk in the center, as well as some sort of, from your vantage point, something else that seems to be kind of like further towards what would be probably deemed the back of this circular floor.
Okay. Knowing that, I think I'm going to relay that same information to Alistair, but I'm also going to telepathically relay that same information to Gwen. And then I think to both of them, I'm going to say, so that's what seems to be down there. This water doesn't seem to be hurting me. How about I go in? Be you guys' eyes.
Do you wish to face the journey's end alone?
I actually no. So
very valiant, very stupid.
Yeah, the very stupid part is the part I don't like. Okay, so our new friend Callisto was saying we should probably all go in here together, but some of my friends, they're in a bad way. This is really, not to mention I don't think they can breathe underwater.
Do they trust you?
That's a good question. All right, well,
I start rounding everybody up.
Yeah.
okay, good.
Through this whole thing,
and
Gwen has been.
and jump off the edge, right?
Yes.
Nah, I'm ending on my own terms.
Yeah. No, not followed. Nope.
Oh, finally, we're moving. Another edge to jump off, or just walking into fire. You know what? No one can tell me anyway. Let's just go.
You hear a voice in your head that says, "What is that?"
Oh, the boy's a fairy. Don't tell him I called him a boy.
Fairy.
A
Interesting.
giant fairy, actually.
A giant fairy.
Honestly, you should stick around if we make it out of this. We're a pretty interesting crew.
Are there more of these giant fairies? You get the feeling that he is like so lost on the idea of what Yori is.
You know, actually, I've never thought about that. We gotta make it out of this alive, because I gotta ask him.
So
This demon-like creature. Are they your slave?
No. She's a tiefling like me. She's just a more
No.
normal tiefling.
Sorry. That's just what he would say. No. Apologies. Please, we will speak later.
Yeah, cause I gotta introduce you to everybody normally, especially when they can see you.
So, if we're gonna do this, can we just do it before everybody realizes what's going on?
Yeah, I was planning on going in first. I just don't want y'all to be too far behind me, so I don't end up.
I think we should all, and Gwen's kind of shouting. She's only heard what he said in her head. We should all hold hands again. Partners. Person who can see with person who can't.
That's actually a great idea. I don't know why I wasn't thinking of that. I think there's a lot of things going on right now.
The demon is shouting.
She can't hear, and she's not a demon. Actually, I think most regular tieflings are more closer to devils, but
The devil
semantics.
is shouting.
That's kind
Are we
of
gonna go? We should go.
All right, yeah, y'all.
Take
It's
Gwen.
shouting
I've
again.
got Gwen.
All right.
I wrap my arm around her.
She's gonna look at you like, I can see, but okay.
Oh. Reach back and pull Yori forward.
I think I grabbed Nalani. Grab his hand, and probably like mentally shouting out for Siobhan, wherever she's at.
Yeah, let her know that Gwen is right there, and I'll take
Mhm.
Siobhan.
So she doesn't try to stab you?
Yeah, I think Gwen has been like hovering, like I want to let her know I'm here so she doesn't feel alone, but she might stab me as well. And then she's just looking at Alistair a little like, okay, let's go.
I shove Yori forward into the water.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't have to shove him. If you pulled him in a direction, he was just gonna start moving in that direction regardless. Yeah, he's ready. Just
You
tell me
are
when
carrying
Very-
90% of my weight, by the way.
he made a character choice. You're shoved into the water.
Into the water.
As you do so, Yori, you feel the water around you feels, as I said before, extremely light. You're not necessarily like sinking in it, so to speak. I know the variance of you swimming is a question, but as that happens, Yori, you feel this magic kind of like starts to kind of come up, almost as if like this like purplish sort of haze coming across the water, and it seems to kind of swirl around you. Yori, you have a choice. Would you like to regain all hit points, relieve yourself of all condition markers, or regain all spell slots?
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get rid of those conditions. I've never had something feel purple before.
Well, for those that could see.
In my mind, it also feels purple. All right.
Yori, you feel something all of a sudden just grab you from under the water and pulls you under. Yori is never seen of from again.
All right. Good game, guys. I'll see you later. All right. See.
This was fun, Gabe. This is fun.
As a reminder, I am holding on to Yori. If he gets sucked down, I'm going with
Are
him.
you pushing him?
Well, yeah,
and
but
going with him?
We were teaming up. He's the one. All my weight is on him. I don't have a cane.
Okay. All I heard was my weight is on him as I push him in. I was very confused. All right, so you're in with him.
Yes.
Okay, so which means Gwen's going in with you.
So Gwen grabbed Siobhan. I had to let go of Gwen.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Gwen can see. It was her idea for seeing people to take blinded people.
Gwen let go of me, actually.
Sadly.
Alistair, you feel the same thing. And you feel this magic sort of kind of surround you, and you have your choice.
Is spell slots or resources?
Spell slots, specifically.
Got it. Yep, that's it. Spell slots.
Okay. You feel this warming presence as you two are the only ones that are in right now.
I think we're kind of all going in quick succession afterwards.
Cool. You got it. As you all jump into the pool. Well, right now you guys are kind of like above your head, right? Are you like putting yourself down and trying to see if you can breathe?
Well, I already would have done that. he'd probably because he.
Well, how am I supposed to know that,
Oh.
gang?
You're good. You're good.
It depends on like, is this something you could just flail around in and swim? Because otherwise, I feel like Yori's just sinking.
He's wearing all the
On principle.
and he's
wearing
holding
plain
my weight.
Principle.
Yeah. And we know we have to go towards all
That heavy armor.
probably. So
Uh,
I feel like we jump in under.
Cool. You got it. As you guys jump in, you see. We'll take it from Yori's perspective. Yori, as you are flailing around, you notice that as you take a huge gulp of water, you feel it kind of go down your throat and feels like sort of like icy, and then all of a sudden just seems to translate to air as it gets to your lungs. As this is most likely due to Callisto's interaction with the water. This water is breathable. So as you all jump in, you all are able to choose what you gain back, whether that is health, conditions, or lack of or lose your conditions, and or gain all your spell slots. And let's do this. We'll just go around and say what you guys are gaining. So I think, Alistair, you said losing all conditions. Or no, you said spell slots.
Spell slot.
Got it. Cool. Gwen?
HP.
HP. Yori?
conditions.
Cool. Siobhan?
HP.
Okay.
Love how you said that.
Nolani?
Conditions.
Conditions. And Io?
HP.
Okay. You got it. As you all feel yourself being able to breathe, I think, Io, you're able to kind of like pull your head back up to the surface, and you see Callisto just kind of nodding to you and say, I'll meet you at the end, in one way or another.
Sounds like a plan, but you'll meet me and my friends alive at the end. I promise you that. Then he just winks at him and dives back down.
Okay, you got it. As you dive back down, we just hear Callisto just kind of like flopping back to the position of where they were at before, these little like kind of like webbed feet. And we, for some reason, we could hear inside of Callisto's mind. What does that blink mean? And we do a quick cut as you guys are now sinking down, looking towards the bottom here. So at this point, I will give you guys kind of a view of what you see.
Don't like that.
Okay,
Oh,
cool,
boy.
cool. It's fine, guys.
And
It's fine.
you all, I'll use Siobhan just as my quick example here.
As we're all floating down and everyone starts talking because they can hear again.
No.
And still shouting.
Would you stop? And as I realize that Siobhan is still not interacting with everybody, can I reach over and cast Lesser Restoration on her and remove blindness from her?
Yes, you may.
Can we talk? I mean,
Go ahead.
If we can breathe, I assume we can.
well, it's water going into your lungs. It's like, and that turns into a thing of breathing, but doesn't mean necessarily that you can then vibrate that water.
Yeah, so what the way that I imagine is that you can talk, it almost sounds like the same sort of reverberation as if you were speaking telepathically to each other.
Okay. Oh,
Then-
God. That was great. We should do that again.
Hey,
Yeah?
now that you can hear me, can you just... No, I don't want to hear about your friend right now, okay? I don't have a cane and all that, but... Yori, just slow down, please. Can you? Just for 1 second, let's all take a breath.
All right, but like, how many of you fell off the edge? Because it felt like a lot. 'Cause I don't
I think
know
it's
how many
almost
I was
everybody.
holding, but it felt like a lot.
Yeah. At one point, you were basically carrying all of us, man.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. You know what? When we get out of this, I will make something that can show you it was amazing and great. But can we just like slow down for a minute and just not touch everything?
Yeah, I'd say take a breath, but you know.
Yeah, you just do that. Gwen, are you okay? Nalani, how are you doing?
Yeah. I think we should focus on what's going on, and I agree. Let's not touch anything.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
got
really
me.
like your gecko friend. It's like a cool black gecko.
Hey,
It's-
let's.
it's-
I think Callisto is a little touchy with what he is. We're gonna have to figure out what he wants to be referred to as, because I'm actually not sure. Looks kind of like a dragon, but to be honest,
Well, I
I'm
mean,
not
his
sure.
name's Callisto. You just call him Callisto. It's not like everybody calls you by what you are usually. But
Yeah.
I'll keep it in mind.
Yeah.
Is so I can see again. I couldn't for a while. What can everybody else do everything normally? Who can do what now?
I
Siobhan
feel
still.
pretty normal.
Aside
Siobhan,
from-
can you hear me? No? No?
Can't you read lips?
What?
Well, otherwise, how would she know? It's
She gives a universal symbol.
No.
A nice middle finger.
Yeah.
Everybody knows
Sign
that.
everyone knows.
Yep, I know I'm number one, Siobhan.
Somehow more popular than common, even.
Is there light down here?
There seems to be like the glow from it. You actually see, looking down like the sides of the walls that obviously you're not going to be able to see here. You can actually see these bluish veins that are now kind of pocketed into bigger sort of spaces that seem to collect all around this figure that is near the bottom. As you guys are still kind of hanging out here around 100 feet, it looks like they're all kind of gathering towards that sort of area. Obviously, the sort of portal-like thing you can see there.
The water, does it sort of hold us suspended, like we have, or are we kind of like having to tread water to stay above instead of sinking down?
You seem like you have your choice right now where you want to go. You are swimming, so it'd be like half your movement.
Okay, so we're not
Unless you
just
have a
like
swim speed.
hovering in a suspension of fluid.
No,
We're
you're
intentionally not swimming towards it because we're just all hovering in the. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you guys want to do here. Yeah.
Can I perceive any creatures or anything in this area?
No, you see what you see.
May I shoot an arrow just at the floor with the intent of Nolani just wants to know if an arrow will fly in this medium the same as air.
Cool. You want to shoot it at the floor?
I want to shoot it at this rock.
What's this rock?
The rock next to your head.
The rock next to my head. Okay, cool. Yeah, just shoots. Seems to move through water, which is odd.
Do I see anything weird about that archway?
From 100 feet up, it's hard to tell.
It's fair.
I'll try and circle everybody up and head towards the obelisk
Yeah.
and ask Gwen on the way down if that resembles... Well, first off, does it look like the one we've already seen earlier in this cave? And then does it look like the one in the Morocco? And the one in the village, the ASMR village.
Yeah. So many obelisks.
Hint, hint.
It doesn't. It actually looks just like a... It almost looks like it has this... Well, first off, as I'm thinking about how to explain this, how close do you guys get? You're 100 feet right now?
I think guys like 60, 50, 30,
5.
5.
I
That
imagine
would have
we
been
keep
Gwen's
swimming
choice.
toward
but
it until
Alistair
something
would be
happens.
Yeah, I mean, I would go 5 feet because I'm going to be
Yeah.
looking for writing. I'm not going to touch it. Not touch it. I'm going to make sure nobody else touches it. Yori.
Cool.
Yeah, you probably have to stop him.
I am going to hang back with Siobhan if she hangs back.
I'll hang back with Milani. I'm gonna move to 80 feet below the ground so that my crossbow's in range. But I'm gonna move to that point and just get the crossbow ready to fire just in case.
Yeah. Gwen is going with Alistair because her instinct was to already be down there, but he was being pokey. So
Just try to keep us all alive, okay?
understand.
I'd say Io's hanging back probably around somewhere between the same depth as Shaban and Nalani. Like he'd be in the middle of those two.
I'll need numbers, people.
I'm going 60 feet actually. I'm gonna be 60 feet from the ground.
I'm gonna be 60 and 1/2 next to Siobhan.
So you're going to be 60 feet. Got it.
Yep.
And I'll be 70 feet.
Okay. You got it. All
Do
right.
most of your spells work within 70 feet, Io?
Oh wait, actually that's a good question.
Io would like to be at 40 feet.
Good point. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, cool.
That's a good point. That's true.
So who's down near the surface?
Yori, Gwen, and Alistair.
Okay, you got it. Yeah. So looking around, you see this figure in front of you almost seems to be like a column, as if it's like it's taken from a piece that would be. Oh, that's too bad. We got disconnected from Instagram. Weird. What was I saying? It doesn't seem like you notice that there's like kind of like runic sort of markings that are around it that do share that same sort of like hieroglyphic early primordial sort of language. It looks very similar to the outside of the circle. Outside of the circle of essentially the pool that you guys went into. You can't seem to place it as anything that was specifically anywhere.
Okay.
Like it doesn't remind you of anything.
Looking at the hieroglyphics and using Gwen's knowledge of languages in Primordial, does it look like it's giving instructions, or is it more telling a story, or is it decorative? Like, what's the function and purpose of these runes?
I'll say, because Gwen, you are specifically kind of like staring at it closely. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. That's a 7.
Cool. Awesome. It's an interesting obelisk, for the lack of a better word. Looking around it, you see the marks don't seem to be carved into it. It looks like they're kind of carved out of it, as if the stone itself was carved around. But this stone doesn't look like any stone you've seen before. And you can't help yourself. The texture just...
Even without the saving throw, Joe, she would be
That's
tempted.
gotta be extremely interesting.
Yeah, she's reaching out for it to touch probably the marks, whichever's closest.
You put your hand out.
Alistair tries to stop her with his cane that he doesn't have.
Yeah, you see
He does have a
Alistair go.
longbow.
You could hear you say no, but It's funnier that way. We see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We see Nalani and Siobhan and Io looking down as we see Gwyn take one step forward, 2 steps forward, touches the obelisk in front of her, and all of a sudden there is a huge explosion. And from the ground, something rumbles and pushes through.
Amazing.
And there goes Siobhan.
way. There she goes.
And I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative. But
Oh God, I'm
for the
so
viewers at
scared.
home,
Look at that thing.
it's a little early, but we're gonna take our 10-minute break now as you guys play what you're doing. We'll see you guys in 10.
Oh god.
Oh God. Why did it?
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I don't enjoy that.
Joe, if you wanted us to start a new campaign, you can just say so.
New year, new
I'll
us,
do this one.
new
It
sheet.
should work. Hold on a second.
Jesus Christ.
No, that's not coming through.
Fine, you guys. It's fine. We knew this was gonna happen.
We knew we were going to TPK.
I had
I
to
need to
take
go
off
look
my
up some
sweater though
rules.
because it was too hot.
Humblewood throwback for you guys. Jesus crisp.
Triple J.
Triple J. George, Joe, and Jesus.
Yep.
All right, now we should be able to hear it.
What?
Nice.
So you guys can tell me where you think you're being placed as you guys are being blasted. Those that were within 5 feet need to give me a dexterity saving throw. Basically, those who are on the ground.
All right.
I know that Milani and I are 60 feet above the ground next to each other.
Right. Yeah, you guys are fine. These are just for the one.
Okay.
It's an 11.
19 for Gwen.
13.
Oh, I completely forgot about Gutter. Jeez.
Oh, poor Gutter.
Oh no, we forgot about Gutter.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
We might need his swarm.
Or his heels.
We're
Or
definitely
his
needing
heels,
help.
yeah.
I don't even
Yeah, I
remember
think-
what the poor guy was suffering from.
Everything.
I think it was everything.
I think he just took conditions.
Neglect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neglect.
Neglect.
It's definitely.
Oh, no.
I did not have wine, so I put my energy drink in a wine glass so I could be fancy.
Nice.
There you go.
Cheers
Who
to our
is-
imminent demise.
Alistair. Where's Alistair?
He went
So
home.
that music is awesome, but it's also pretty loud.
It is a little loud, yeah.
Mhm. Alright, let me have that pulled.
That's good.
Is that better?
Yeah.
I definitely want to be able to hear it.
Scheiße.
I had
We
20.
have quite the spread.
Don't use that on initiative.
I'm sorry. I can't control the dice.
We had a nat 20 and a
Well,
nat 1 on
Just
initiative.
saved it and rolled a different dice.
You should have.
I don't think that's how it works.
Played a
Nope.
divination wizard.
It's coming,
Hey.
man. It's coming.
Ideas.
There you are. Jeez, Alistair.
That's our post TPK one.
Mm-hmm.
I dig the playlist,
Yeah, the playlist.
but I don't like that it's going to be the tune to our death.
You're gonna be fine.
You'll be fine.
Optimism, guys.
This, honestly,
All
Joe, though,
right.
this is probably my favorite playlist I've heard so far. And I've only
Yeah,
heard
I
2
love
songs
this one.
so far.
So good. Awesome. So yeah, so we see the gatekeeper down below as he explodes out from the bottom of the cave. We see everything explodes out and seems to go off in slow motion as the rocks and the things that were held together at the bottom seem to explode into the water. Immediately, there is a current that seems to pick up from the center and starts to go clockwise. As you all are feeling yourself, those that were on the ground got knocked upwards into the air about 20 feet. And then the rest of you were fine from where you were at, but you were all having to deal with the current trying to pull you down and in. So, all the while, that will be represented by our little spinny table here, as you are going to be pummeled by rocks as you are going on your way down. So, at the top of the... Actually, one thing I want to say, too, is that because of the way the current is working, moving up is half speed, moving down, double speed.
Okay.
If for any reason you had to move counterclockwise, that's going to be half your speed. If you had to move clockwise, it would be double your speed. So feel free to play with that as you will. And this is going clockwise. All right. So we're going to take these initiatives here in a second. But first off, for the friends that were down below, what did you take? What do we get for our Constitution save? Excuse me.
I rolled a 13. Yori 13.
Okay.
Was it Constitution or Dex?
It
Sorry,
was Dex.
X.
Dex.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, Dex. Dex makes
Okay.
more sense. Yeah. So.
It would have been the same. I don't know why I had to clarify, but it was a 19.
Okay.
11.
19, 13, 11. And those are the only three of you that were down, right?
Yep.
Right.
Okay. Awesome. Cool. So, Gwyn, for some reason, as you are feeling this rumbling sort of just pushing you upward, you're able to kind of like hold on to the remains of the obelisk that is being shot what would be skyward into the air. You are launched further than the rest. You are going to start out at that 100 feet right below the surface. Or just below the surface on that. But you are not taking any damage. For the rest of you are going to start out at... I said 20, but I'm changing that back. So we'll say for those that failed, you guys will be at 40 feet. And you're taking... oh, geez. What a way to start. That is 17 damage at the top of the round from the blast.
Nice.
Rory, are you alive?
All right. Does anybody... can you guys do me a huge favor? And can someone give me the list of what we have in order?
Io,
Initiative-wise.
23.
Thank you.
Nalani, 22. Gwyn, 21.
Wow.
Alistair, 7. Siobhan, 6.
I'm sorry.
Yori, 2. We had a natural 20 and a natural 1 in that.
So Alistair, then
7.
Siobhan?
6.
Okay.
And then Yori at good old number 2.
Love it. Okay. Cool. This is for Gutter. Gutter is going to be above Alistair. Okay. You see this for those that are hearing the explosion and kind of like ducking out of the way and are able to kind of see what's down below. You see this large creature, huge in fact, bursting through the ground. You can see this almost interesting sort of draconic like face, but it is emit all in stone. You can see bright blue veins piercing through from its eyes all the way down its whole body. You can see that there's these like interesting sort of crystals that are appearing on either side of its arms, and you can see this tail that is just able to be seen below, as it seems to be kind of connected to the ground, as the swirling water is moving around you all. The portal that you can now see across from you remains see-through. Any questions before we start?
Are those shackles on the creature's wrists?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Are they
When
shackled
you
to something?
What?
Are they shackled to something?
They do not look like they were shackled to something. It looks like they broke off from something.
Cool.
And I was going to ask, when you say the portal is see-through, you mean it just looks like a big round rock right now that you can see
Right.
through it? All right, thank
What you see is correct. Yes. Yep. Okay. All right, gang. I love you. Let's start. So at the top of the round, I need everybody to give me a dex saving throw if you haven't already from the initial blast.
– 10.
22.
10. 22.
18.
18. And that's everybody, right? Yep, actually. Cool. So for those of you that are at your varying sort of distances, you start to see, you start to feel yourselves being pulled by this current. I'm just going to do this as an example for now. But each time you're going to notice that these rocks seem to be able to kind of stay stagnant. They seem to be moving in a different sort of time than you. So basically the lair action that you're getting at the beginning of the turn is to be avoiding the rocks that are running around you all, or that are avoiding hitting them essentially. Cool. All right. Top of the round, Io, you're up. And actually, I'm sorry. Let me set the spaces of where you guys are at. Monster, you are at 40.
The rocks don't do anything though, right? Or it's a really low dex save.
Apologies. Thank you for asking me that. The DC was 15 starting out because it was slower in the movement here. So I believe I was the only one that took damage, correct?
No, I rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10. Okay, got you. So you take 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Half. Oh, you're not high enough yet. Never mind.
I don't have evasion.
No evasion. I forgot.
I have uncanny dodge, which I need to remember, but it's not evasion.
Oh, the number of times I forgot I had evasion.
Oh no, sorry, Gwen. You went.
Yeah, Gwen's way up. You said 100 feet.
I have too many cleric levels, but not enough cleric levels at the same time.
How many cleric levels do you have?
2.
2? Yeah, okay.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna say Gutter probably is staying at about 80 feet starting out. Siobhan, you said you're 60 feet?
I was.
You still are.
Okay.
After we kill these things, I want those shackles. Just calling them now.
We're gonna free this guy, and he's just gonna be our friend.
That's definitely not how this is gonna go.
Let's spend a couple rounds just trying to like talk to it. You know, just like seeing if we can like find out its
could be the
language,
harm.
and then
Hey,
yeah.
Let's pretend I'm an evil DM for this moment. I highly recommend doing that.
It's always kill the monster. It's
I
never,
don't trust
hey,
your
how's your day,
lies.
monster?
Yeah.
Poor monster. He just is, doing his job. He's been trapped here forever. He thinks we've come to have a party.
Someone
No
decided
benefits.
to push the wake up alarm early and pissed it off a little.
And
Okay.
hey, Joe, can you put me next to Siobhan?
No, I can't, because this is what happened. So we'll say there is starting to be some
okay.
push and things like that from that.
Okay.
So for the sake of the idea that you guys are all having to deal with this crazy raging whirlpool, that's where you guys are at. Cool. So at the top of the round, Io, you are up.
Okay, so the first thing Io's going to do, how high up am I currently? Still 40 feet?
You tell me.
I was supposed to be 40 feet.
40 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You're right out there.
So the first thing Isle's going to do is he's going to cast Mind Sliver on this thing. And it needs to make a DC 16 intelligence save, otherwise it gets hit with the other effect. Do you want me to read that now, or only if it hits?
Only if it hits.
Gotcha.
Hey, Dan, you speak up a little bit?
Yeah, no problem. Let me also try eating the mic a little bit better.
Don't
That
eat
better?
it. You need it to talk. Yeah, no, you're good. Cool. It is going to burn through its first legendary resistance.
Okay, good. Then, I rolled a 4. I rolled a 4 in damage, so it takes half that, so 2.
Cool. You got it. All right.
Then the next thing he's going to do with his bonus action, he's going to manifest a tentacle of the deeps, or tentacle of the depths, and make a melee spell attack on it. And I'm going to
got it.
manifest that tentacle right behind him.
I need you to give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, cheeky. Oof. That's a 5.
Okay. Not only does your tentacle not appear, the thought of trying to bring Grand Lotla into this space, or an aberration of Grand Lotla into this space, you immediately take, you feel this sort of weird, like, cold energy sort of encapsulates around your head, as you take 12 points of cold damage.
Right. I think with that happening, what we're going to do is... Did you say it's double movement to go up?
So imagine yourself in the, like, sort of clockwise whirlpool.
Mm-hmm.
So you are being pulled downward and in a clockwise direction. So if you are going with the pull, it's double your movement speed. If you are trying to move against it, it's half your movement speed.
Okay, so basically if I were to go against it, instead of moving 5, I'd move 10, or I'm thinking the inverse.
If you're moving against it, you're moving against it. You're moving against the current, so it's harder, right?
Gotcha. Okay, yeah,
So-
that makes sense.
So if you're wanting to move 5, you got to spend 10.
Gotcha. It looks like that big rock that's in the dead center is the closest one to me. So I'm going to drop, let's say, I guess it's going to be 10 feet, because if I try to move 5, it's going to instantly go to 10, I'm assuming.
No,
Right.
going up,
Oh.
you need to spend 10 to go 5.
Oh, okay. I got it. That makes sense.
Going down, yeah, is double speed.
Okay.
Double
gonna go-
your movement speed. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go down 10, because I think that puts me out of range of that center rock.
Okay, you got it.
And... And then if we're going clockwise... let's also move forward, so I guess towards where the creature would be, about 20 feet.
Cool.
Yeah. And I think that'll be my turn.
Okay, you got it. First legendary action as Io moves extremely close to this beast. Io, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oof.
As this thing reaches up to grab you.
Nat 20.
Okay, cool, awesome. You go really close and immediately realize, oh shit, this thing has a crazy long reach, as it just and goes to kind of grab, smacks into the rock above you. You hear it kind of crack, and like pieces of it start to kind of like break apart and move out of the way, but seems to kind of go right underneath you as you take no damage. Very nice. Nalani, you are up.
Nalani's going to shoot an arrow. Does a 27 hit.
27 hits.
I already rolled my first sequence, so it's going to be a grasping arrow. It's going to be 12, 20, 19 damage as you see vines wrap around the creature, completely around the creature.
Cool. Nice.
Then I will take a second shot at the creature, and this one is going to be
Anyone else having trouble hearing Mitch?
Sorry, is that better?
Yeah, get that thing super close. Yep.
This one is going to be a this one is going to be a sharpshooting arrow. Does a 17 hit?
17 does not hit.
So then I will bonus action shoot another one.
Okay.
And does a
What are you using for bonus action to shoot?
action surge.
Oh, you're using action surge. Very different. Okay,
Action
got
surge. Sorry, action
Okay,
surge.
yeah.
So does a 20 hit?
20 is the armor class.
So he's going to take 22 damage.
Nice. Okay.
And when I do that, I get one more shot, correct, Joe? Or two shots?
You get two. You get one more shot. Yes.
Okay.
Because this is part of your. So action surge is giving you a chance to be able to use another action.
Correct.
Right, which you have 2 attacks per action.
Okay. So one more attack, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And does a 21 does hit? We know that. So
21 does hit.
This damage is going to be 8 plus 18, 21 damage.
Jesus. Nice. Okay, cool.
And I'm going to take my movement. Am I higher than the highest rock?
Well, before you take your movement, so legendary action, I need a Constitution saving throw. As the creature takes the, you seem to pierce through the thick rock armor of its skin twice, and then one of them just seems to kind of bounce off of it. But it turns and looks at you, and the blue eyes glow.
A con save, so that's a 14 plus 17.
17. Okay. 17 is the DC. So meets it, beats it. But from this reaction, you feel it starting to glow menacingly at you as you are able to keep yourself from an effect that would start out as being frightened.
Okay. And am I higher than this highest rock right now?
You are the rock that is in the center right now. You are level with it.
I'm gonna move. Take movement to go 10 feet higher. I think puts me.
Cool. So spending 20 feet of movement to be able to get 10 feet up.
Yep.
that puts you how high up?
80.
Okay. And how high up are you, Io?
Now I went down 10, so 30.
30. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Okay. Gwen, you're up.
Oh boy. From my position, like 100 feet up, am I above all the rocks?
Yes, you are. Actually, from your position, Gwen, you're at a point right now where you are just above the water here. You can actually like look up and you see Callisto kind of like looking down, expressionless, and you feel yourself being pulled down with the water.
Okay.
Mechanically, it'll take effect at the top of the turn or the top of the round. But yeah.
Okay. In that brief moment, do I see, has anything changed outside of the pool?
You can only really see like just out of the top of it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to the rocks that are moving. You said they're moving at a different pace than the rest of us. Is that just sort of a mechanical thing, or is that?
I mean, if you want to get creative with it, basically the idea is that you're not all moving at the same speed because you guys don't weigh the same. So the rocks are going to be slower as you are slamming into them from the current.
Cool. Okay, I'm just gonna go let the current pull me down. 100. I want to move 40 feet down. So use 20 feet of movement and go 40 down.
Cool. You got it.
Also, Joe, real quick question. When the creature slammed its fist into one of the rocks, did one of the rocks disappear?
No.
Okay.
That was my cool way of giving you the nat 20.
No problem.
Cool. And then I will aim towards the big creature and have him do the same thing that he did before to Io and make an intelligence save.
Okay.
As we try to mind sliver him again. DC 16.
It does beat the 16.
Okay. Then nothing happens with that. I don't have a bonus action because I don't think flying really will do anything here. But are on the rocks, are they part of the stone obelisk that like exploded when he flew out?
No, actually, I'll show you this a little bit later. It's hard to see from this position. You can actually see the obelisk itself is actually right in front of him.
Okay, so that didn't
like
get
down below.
destroyed. It's still right there.
Correct. It is still there. It is like cracked in half and like leaning over.
Yeah. So these are literally just stones. There's no writing or veins on them or anything.
Yeah, I'll give you. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sort of.
Okay.
Has anything changed about the obelisk? Is it like glowing or looks the same-ish? Okay.
I'll say honestly, Gwen, give me a insight check, I guess. Trying to think. Yeah.
I rolled, so just tell me what I'm giving you.
Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna say give me a survival check.
Survival. Okay, that's worse. That's just a 7.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. You're not sure of anything other than what's been explained to you.
Okay. So I would be about 60 feet above the ground right now for future reference.
Yeah. Let's say, Milana, you're 80, so we'll say this is 60.
And I don't think he takes anything because it's just a cantrip, so yeah, he does.
Okay. Io, what did you cast?
Mind sliver. I thought if you fail, you still take half damage.
No, not for the cantrip. Unless
Not
you have
for
a
the
different.
You guys gotta
feature.
read your spells, man.
Well, let me double check that because I could have.
Mind Whip might take half.
Yeah, Mind Whip would, which is a
okay.
leveled spell.
All
Okay, good point. Good point.
Cool. Make sure as you guys are using them, we're making sure we're reading them because I will miss it.
Gotcha.
Cool. All right. Anything else on Gwen's turn?
No.
Cool. You got it. All right. Okay. It is now the gatekeeper's turn. You hear this weird sort of, I can't do it, this weird sort of unearthly sort of roar from something that seems to have lungs that are made of this weird sort of blue rock. It sounds almost robotic in a weird way. It's going to take attacks. First one's going to be at Io for a dirty 20 to hit.
We are going to cast shield.
You got it. Cool. So, as you cast that shield, you see once again trying to reach up towards you. Goes to grab you. Shield just seems to kind of block off that. In that same hand, sort of reaches out towards Alistair to grab Alistair. That is a 22 to hit. You got it.
How far is Alistair from me?
Alistair is 40 feet. You are 80 feet, correct? Or 60 feet.
60.
So, and then from the range from that, is my stupid little tape up here? I'm going to say 60 feet.
Shit, okay.
Okay, Alistair, you take 18 points of bludgeoning damage. And you are grappled.
I am out.
Okay. You have with one fell swoop. Yes.
Sorry. Daniel, you cast shield, right?
Yes.
Okay. What would that make your AC?
It would make my AC. Wait a second. I think I might have actually taken that. Here, 1 second.
Come on, Dan. You got to know your character sheet, bud.
Yeah. 1 second. Let me.
That's all right. So this thing that's happening, Alistair, is still happening. As it would be two separate attacks here. So Alistair, you are down and you are grappled.
It wouldn't have hit. It would have been because you said dirty 20, 21. It wouldn't have hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's. I actually needed to know your actual AC, but that's meta. So I'm gonna Cloud Rune that.
Cloud Rune that hit on Alistair.
The hit on Alistair.
Okay.
But the problem is you use your reaction to choose a different creature other than the attacker to become the target of the attack. So what was the attack roll on
22?
I guess I could just so that's still gonna hit. Yep, it's a different creature.
I have a lot of AC. More than him, at least.
I'll make it a choice. So would I know who would have the highest? Because it is you. If the attack wouldn't have hit you, then it doesn't do it yet.
To be honest with you, I don't
roll
think
a
you
D20.
see. Yeah, I don't think you see. I mean, Siobhan, you have an AC that's higher than 22.
No, higher hit points left. So if I took a
you
hit,
said
I wouldn't
AC.
go down. I meant HP.
You said AC. Yeah. So
I said
I
HP.
think in this realm, it makes sense that you would have seen Io cast shield and go like, "Oh, okay, good." The first one missed, so that's my perspective as a DM.
Yeah, I'm gonna. So I'm gonna use Cloud Rune, and I'm gonna throw it at Io and just go, sorry. And just,
Io, you see all of a sudden out of nowhere, a portal seems to open up, and you see this hand kind of come towards you, cracks around the shield, breaks it down, and then grapples you. As you are taking that 15 damage, and you are grappled. Okay. As you are grappled, you are also restrained. All right, gang. Cool. So we have that. So that was the second attack. Last one, as we see the figure noticing that it somehow has a different creature in its hand that was not Alistair. Tries to kind of figure out who it was and looks over at Yori. And Yori, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
I'll be a 4.
Awesome. You see this beam of light just kind of like shoot out from one of the eyes and goes and like kind of like shoots through, hits one of the pebbles that's like still kind of in the air, and manages to hit you directly right in the chest as you. You are taking. Wow, pretty low actually. You are taking 13 points of cold damage.
Holy shit. I have 14 health, just so you know. I have 14, so I am now at 1.
You got it. As you are blasted also 10 feet up.
Okay.
And away. Sorry, not 10 feet up, 10 feet away.
Okay.
So 5. The outskirts of this is the wall, so if you're blasted into the wall, you're going to take damage against the wall. Okay. That was the Gatekeeper's turn. It is now Gutter's turn. What do you guys want Gutter to do? Anyone really?
If he has
one hit point.
Yeah, if he has heal, I think he should heal.
Cool.
Or if he can move people away. Either or.
Yeah. You can do that. It would only be one person.
Could he unrestrain Io?
Yes, he could. That would be its... actually, yeah, because that's an action to do that. Right? Hold on a second, let me check. It's an action from the Wildfire Spirit, which would take an action to do, and then to command would be a bonus action. So it'd actually be his full turn just getting Io out.
Yup. Do it.
That's fine.
Cool. You got it. Mm-hmm. So Io, you are poofed away as you see this weird sort of ball of energy from a different Humblewood campaign comes out, is just in your area, then all of a sudden just poof, you are poofed away. Let me see how far you can go, and this wouldn't be affected by difficult terrain. You are able to be moved 15 feet away. I'm going to allow you to tell me which direction, just because it's an NPC.
Okay. 15 feet away. I'm that little speck right there. I want to say back, as far away from it as possible. Straight line back.
Cool. You got it.
Yeah. So not up, not down, just backwards.
5, 10, whoop. 15. All right. Cool. You're moved back about maybe like 10 feet away from Alistair. As Alistair's just like putting his arms down from seeing the hand coming towards him. Okay. Cool. That was Gutter's whole turn. That was Gutter's whole turn to do that, but now the Wildfire Spirit is up, so it'll be a bonus action from here on out to command. Okay. It is now Alistair's turn.
Alistair's smart. He understands physics. Can I move clockwise and up for normal speed?
You're cutting in and out, I think. Is it just me?
No, I heard him.
I heard him just fine too.
If I go clockwise,
Okay, it was me. Sorry, please repeat.
Yeah. If I go clockwise, that's double speed. If I go up, that's half speed. Can I go clockwise and half at the same time and move normal movement?
You have to move diagonally, so therefore you're not going like your full movement coming up. It'd be equal to about the same, I think.
Okay. I want to try and take the path of least resistance to one of the rocks that is swirling around, put my back against it so I'm facing forward.
Is it? You guys are still hearing Clinton fine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm going to come back out and come back in. Apologies.
While he's gone, let's just win. We killed the
Right.
monster.
We just
Secret
killed the
strategy. Win.
We just killed the monster, Joe. I don't know
Everybody
what.
So that was a
where you
34 for Death Strike. Does that hit?
Death Strike does hit with a 34, yes.
Nice.
Okay, so please repeat what you were trying to do.
All right. I was trying to cheeseball this because Alistair's smart and he knows physics. If I go clockwise, I'm going to move double speed.
Correct.
If I move up, I'm moving half speed. Can I move diagonally clockwise and up for regular speed?
Yes, you'd be moving diagonally,
Yes.
right? So you're still, yeah.
So I want to get to the closest rock with the path of least resistance, put my back against it, and let it push me around without hitting me.
Okay, I like that. So for that, you really actually don't even need to necessarily move up very much. So what's your move speed?
30.
30. Okay.
I don't want to make dex saves.
Please hold.
As we have Alistair literally on the rock, it is moving around.
All right.
Which means
Sounds
you're
very
also going to be
Alistair
moving
thing to do.
as a lair action. So
That's fine.
yeah.
And then, so with that, as I'm flying away, you'll see like 3 little tendrils of blue energy shoot out and then go straight at the gatekeeper. And I'm going to cast catapults. So that is a dex 16.
Fails with a 15.
It's going to eat the damage.
Yep.
All right. It's going to be 13 damage.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to pull out my weird pocket watch that I found earlier and press the button on it. And cast haste on myself.
Yeah, you are.
And then I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force. So you'll see a bunch of energy shoot out and then just kind of disappear. And it's going to be a intelligence save 16.
Okay, 1 second.
So it will start to see a equal in. Yep.
Catapult is a leveled spell, correct?
Yes, I can't. It doesn't haste give me another. Is it a whole nother action or? This
action can be used only to take the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action. It cannot be used for a second leveled spell. Someone can correct me if you see it somewhere else. Let's cast this. Hold on. No, I'm seeing an argument about it. Hold on.
I'm gonna let you make your call. I have a backup plan.
Well, the magic just can't. Okay.
Yeah, the D&D Beyond one says one weapon attack only, specifically, but
It says one weapon attack.
that's just on D&D Beyond. The Roll20 says something different, so I don't know. Let me grab a source book.
Most of what I'm reading says you cannot cast a spell with the extra action from haste.
Any spell or just a leveled spell?
I think it might be any. Well, that wouldn't make any sense because you already cast a leveled spell. If that's a ruling, I think that's stupid. I think you should still be able to cast a cantrip with the haste there. So yeah, I think you can cast a cantrip.
All right, cool.
I'm putting my foot down on that one.
Great, I will gladly accept that. If that's the case, then I will see if fireballs work underwater, and I will pull out a piece of a little pouch of gunpowder that's still in my pouch, and just throw it as hard as I can at it. And about halfway, it'll burst into a flame and take off and go right at it.
Awesome. The range is 30 feet radius, correct?
Fire bolt.
Sorry, fire bolt. I thought you said fireball.
I might have in the description of it. Yeah, in the description of it. Yeah.
Which is right after I said level spell, so I'm dummy because I was like, as soon as I gave you the ruling, I was like, he understands. I don't have to listen anymore. Apparently,
it's a 22 to hit.
22 does hit. Yes.
All right. And then that will be 7 damage, fire damage.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yep. Yeah, you see that it seems to fully work as if it's just, you see it actually kind of like has a burst of like air pocket that seems to kind of push in. And then you see it like, it seems to have like a delayed reaction as it goes into between the ribs. It seems to explode on impact. Awesome.
And I will
to be clear, that's just a way for me to explain that it worked. That wasn't any hint.
It's still cool. And then I will forlornly look at Yori and hope everything works out wonderfully for him.
You see Yori just blinking in and out of existence at this point. Okay, Siobhan, you're up. Yori, you're on deck.
I'm going to use 0 movement speed and just let the torrent carry me and sacrifice my future movement speed for steady aim.
Cool, you got it.
A 21 to hit.
A 21 will hit.
Radiant strike with a crossbow.
Awesome.
Math is hard. 10, 17, 28 damage.
Nice. And this is from the sneak attack as well?
Yes. With Radiant Strike. So
awesome.
That's does it matter? Do I need to break up the Radiant and Piercing?
No, you do not. Good question.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, you send that out and you see like it kind of like, again, same idea, like seems to like kind of like pierce through the like kind of like this these like tectonic sort of plates that are building in between this creature, and you see it just, and with that you actually see one of the like armor plates seems to just like goes flying off into the air as this thing has now gone down in AC.
Nice.
So you guys
And
have hit
just
the
a
first
reminder for
threshold.
steady aim, sir. Wow.
Sure, you can come,
Joe.
sir, it's fine.
Jordan, Joe, and
Well-
Jesus.
The big three.
It takes away all of my movement speed for the next two, this round and the next round.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. All right. So I'm very good at forgetting legendary actions. So at the end of Siobhan's turn, Alistair, you've moved out of the grasp of this creature. So it is going to use a legendary action to have you do a... What did I say before? Wisdom save, right? Yeah, wisdom save.
Wisdom?
Yeah, it should be wisdom, I think. I'm the DM. It's wisdom.
All right. I'm the PC. It's an 8.
Okay, cool. With an 8, you are now under the effects of the frightened spell. Or, sorry, excuse me. You are frightened, and you are unable to take actions or reactions. On your turn, you are going to be spending all of your movement to get as far away from this creature as you possibly can, and then you have you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn.
Got it.
So you see it looks at you, and this like sort of sound kind of enters your brain, and you feel like you can hear the screams of every creature that has come into this cave and has tried to get further and further into it and has failed, as you feel that you are next in that line. All right. So that would have been at the end of Siobhan's turn. It is now Yori's turn.
All right. Yori coughs up some blood. Kind of has a low guttural growl, and then uses Giant's Might to turn large, and then enlarge to turn huge.
I thought you didn't have any left.
Wait. Now,
you said last time.
I totally remember you saying that. I just hadn't marked it. Yeah, I must have not marked it because I remember me saying that when I
you said that.
This is my last one, so yep. Well,
okay.
Shazbot. I'll just get regular large with enlarge because I still have the spell.
Okay, you're using the enlarge spell. Well, that was the reason why I felt comfortable not painting your mini, so I apologize. Where's the big one at? 1 second. Okay, please continue.
All right, then I don't have to be as reckless as I can bonus action second wind. And let's see here. Some dice. Ooh, yeah. 15. That's about as good as I can get. Okay, so I'm going to bonus action second wind, heal 15, turn large, and then rush at it and grapple it. Actually, sorry, action surge, rush at it and grapple it. Forgot about
Thank you.
surge. Yeah.
Cool.
Like, and then just take extra actions. Just, case was on me, right? Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So this creature, I'm just going to be, just for clarification's sake, this creature is so large, pulling into the idea of you grappling it. What I'm going to say, and this is kind of going to work out in your favor, because this creature doesn't seem like it wants to move. So what I'm going to say is if you succeed on this, you're going to be able to take one of its attacks away as you're grappling it from the, like, pitting an arm to its side, essentially. Right. Is that fair? Cool.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm also going to try to restrain it after that, as that's the second thing that you do with the grappling thing. So you might have to, I mean, that just gives it disadvantage on attacks and other people advantage. So that doesn't necessarily mean it can't move. The restrain thing is just sort of, other people have advantage on attacking it, and it has disadvantage on attacking other people. So
that's fine.
But that's only if both of these succeed. So first, the grapple check. I'm going to use 20 from Hrungnir's gift to give me plus 8, and then I'm going to do an athletics check. All right, let's go. Okay, so it's still 23, but I swear to God, the it was on nat 20 and did that slow tilt over, like a full second
When it
tilt
does
over.
that. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I love
So
it.
it's 23
That's
for
awesome.
that one.
Okay. I'm so sorry. My camera's doing crazy things right now.
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna back out and come back in with it because I feel like my
okay.
thing is
Anyone else
delayed
noticing that
by a
Evan,
lot.
like, we clearly hear what Evan's saying, but he's like a
Hugely
full
delayed.
minute behind?
Yes.
I can see
Okay,
that
cool.
too.
That wasn't just me. Okay, great. That was super weird. I've never seen it like go that late. Just so everybody knows, the grapple did fail with a 25 against that. This creature's big,
It's strong.
big, and made of ground and blue vein parts. Blue ore veins.
All right, that looks better to me.
Yes.
good.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
The grapple check did fail though. He rolled a 25.
All right, well then he's just gonna run that again.
You got it.
Second attack.
I'll tell you, he
25.
did it. He got a 26.
Wait,
Um,
I got a 26, but meet it, beat it.
You got a
anyway.
26.
No, because it was 18 plus 8, so it's 26. But his is meet it, beat it, because that's, I think, or I don't know how that works on tie with grapples.
He's the defender, so he would need to beat it.
Okay.
he's the defender. You think?
Oh wait, I can actually use more charges. Doesn't say I have to do that.
But on
Ahead
when
of
you
time.
use armor class, it's meet it, beat it, and you take the
Well,
damage.
either way,
so-
I'll just use the last 5 charges of the partner's gift thing
Okay.
to give myself an extra +2 to get was it 28 then?
You got it. Cool. So with the 28 grappled, as you are able to pin one arm to its side, it'll be, I'll put it this way, actually. It would be spending one of its 3 actions. It would have to be to try to break the grapple.
Okay.
If that makes
Yeah.
sense. Cool. All right. Sweet. So that was Yori. We are now at the top of the round. We'll do this in order from top to bottom. Io, roll me a d10, please.
Alrighty.
Or sorry, excuse me, a d20. I apologize.
Oh, okay. That's a lot easier. 7.
So, cool.
Oh. Okay then.
All right. Io, I need you to give me a dex save.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Oh, I should have done that first. That's okay. I don't think that would have mattered anyways, so that's fine. Okay, dirty 20. You're able to, as you see the rock that Alistair's on. Alistair's probably giving you kind of a little bit of a help thing of like, "Who? Out of the way! Out of the way!" As you see, just the rock kind of seems to zoom by, just barely missing you. And then from there, everybody is going to drop down 20 feet. Everybody except for well, Alistair would also be moving down, but that's pretty much where he's at. Cool. As we actually feel the water in this well beginning to go down. As it is being pulled down, you all are being pulled with the current coming in from that. First round is 20 feet. We'll see what happens next round. All right, so to be clear, that means that Nalani is at 60. Io, I believe you're at 10. Siobhan, what does that bring you to?
40.
40. Alistair, you're fine. Gwyn, did you move down from your current position?
I think I was at 60, so I would be at 40 now.
Oh, you went, wait. Oh, yeah, because you went with the current. That's right.
Yeah,
Yep.
I had to be within 60 for my spell, so.
Okay. It's at 40. And most importantly, the water is at 80. Okay. Oh, no, I already messed that up, so that's fine. Cool. All right. That is it for the lair action. I'll say at the end of Yori's turn, it is going to look at Yori on its shoulder and try to pummel Yori with its legendary action. Before Io's turn. That is a 22 to hit.
Can I use silvery barbs?
I believe so.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast silvery barbs.
That is a 18 hit.
You're
18
muted.
hit.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
That will hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's more than 30 feet away from me, isn't he? I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That was actually about almost as low as it could go. That is... that's 9 points of damage.
Well, you calling me out not being able to use Giant's Might saved my life, because the second wind saved my life. So. Thank you for rules. Bless the rules, gods.
Bless the rules. Okay. Our friend Yori is still up. To be clear, the Gatekeeper does have one more legendary action before its turn. So, Io, it is your turn.
Okay, so the first thing Io's going to do, he saw what Alistair did with the rock. He's actually going to try and mimic doing the same thing with his movement.
Okay.
Because I think that there's a rock nearby him, so we can do that.
Well, there's the rock that Alistair's on. It's the
Yeah,
closest one to
actually.
you.
Yeah, I'll just hop on the
Okay.
same rock he's on.
You got it. And that would be counterclockwise. You have to spend double your, right?
Yeah, long
counterclockwise, so that would spend double movement, but yeah.
as long as I can get there within 40 feet of movement, I should be able to make it.
Let's see. 5, 10, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You're on that sucker.
Perfect. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip. You're going to see like a pink line of energy go from my head to his. He needs to make an intelligence save, DC 16.
Okay. Kind of really like these floating rocks. This actually works really well. Awesome. What's the DC?
16.
Fails. Sorry, is gonna boin a legendary resistance.
Okay.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Guess what I would.
Fantastic.
And I think
So it would still take half damage, Dan, with Mind Whip.
that's right. That's right. I'd an odd number you round down, so it'd be out of 9 it'd be 4 damage, right?
Yes.
All right, so it takes 4 damage.
Okay.
Then
That is psychic damage.
it is indeed psychic damage.
Okay, good. Cool. Awesome. Well, now that we're kind of at a point of starting to kind of understand this thing, it does not take 4 damage, it takes 8 damage.
Nice.
Does that end your turn?
That does end my turn. Yeah.
Okay.
Before we leave,
You
Dan,
go.
who are you giving that advantage to from Silvery Barbs?
That's a great question. I was about to say, I was gonna say my gut reaction was Yori, but
Always go rogue.
let's give it to honestly, let's give it to Siobhan.
Dan, I love you, but I'm very tired of having you Mr. Wilson me from over the fence here, so give me a second.
That's a deep cut.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, no.
I really would. I'd talk louder if I
Kiki, do you get
could.
that reference?
No, from the reboot. From the reboot.
No, no.
Oh, God, no. God, no. No, no,
I got
no.
it. I got it.
I got it.
I'd talk louder if I could. I'll just.
No, it's you. I need you in frame, sir.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
See, Dan didn't get it either.
Yeah,
No,
you're
you didn't.
you're like this the whole time.
Well, no.
Yeah.
I got it. But I thought that was because of my volume, not because of this.
No, yeah, you're.
You want to see your face, bud?
Me too.
Okay. Okay, cool. So that ends Io's turn. Is now Nolani's turn. It's gonna wait.
Okay, so-
Actually, it's not because it's gonna think that yeah. So it's gonna try to pound Yori one more time. Yori's on its
Good.
thing there. 23 to hit. That's significantly more.
Yeah, I'm sure that's.
18.
Yeah, I am down.
Okay. Does enlarge? Yeah, because is it large
Yeah,
concentration?
It's a concentration. Well, I should have rolled for it before anyway. So, but it's definitely gone
Okay.
now.
I'm just gonna put you down with your
Yeah.
with the thing attached to you, just in case. Okay. Nolani, it is your turn. Gwen, you're in deck.
Nolani is going to pull back and fire an arrow. And it is going to be a sharpshooter arrow. 21 to hit
21 will hit.
for 19 points of damage.
Nice.
And you see him quickly pull back his bow again, fire off another sharpshooter arrow. Does a 17 hit?
Does not, unfortunately. So first one, kind of like clunks in through those plates. You see it kind of like pull in after it sent Yori straight down to the ground. Anything else on Nolani's turn? The second arrow just bounces off.
Nolani's going to, having just got pulled 20 feet down, he is going to take all of his movement straight up, which is 35 halved to what?
I'll say 20.
17, 20.
I'll give you the 20. No, we're not playing that game. I'll give you 20. Okay, awesome. So you are now level with
And
you're not
and
level with Gutter.
and Joe, I will. What am I doing? I'm going to second wind
Okay.
for 14 hit points.
Awesome. Cool. Gwen, you are up.
Okay, which one am I?
You are actually we cannot see you from this position, so I'll move it
Okay.
just slightly here. You're right there.
Okay. So I want to move down clockwise towards the portal, but staying or towards the stone thing, because we don't know what that does yet. But I want to get a better look at it. but still staying like outside of the creature's grasp.
Okay, you got it. So because you are moving down and clockwise, that is double your movement speed. So what's your movement speed? If you want to just get as
30.
close as you can to it.
Yeah, as close as I can to it. So I have 60 if it's double. Doing that. And yeah.
So that would move you 30 feet down and 30 feet across. So
Okay.
That brings you to 10 feet, right? If you want.
Yeah, that's fine.
What is happening to this random rock over here?
As I go, I will point my hand at the big creature, even though I don't have to because it's just verbal, as I try to mind sliver him on my way by. So intelligence throw 16.
Okay. When you do that, just to make sure that I understand where you're at. So do you want to be 10 feet, or do you want to be higher up than that? So spending your full movement will give you 10 feet from the ground.
Yes. Yep. Full movement.
Okay, you got it. Cool. I'm going to say because you're 10 feet, I'm going to put you on the ground. Also, give me a perception check.
Okay, if you insist. Hey, I rolled an 18, so that's a 16.
16? Okay, 16 is pretty good. With a 16, you get the idea that from this angle, if you want to see the front of this portal, you are most likely watching, him reaching out and like attacking things. You see the reach is probably enough to be able to reach you.
Okay.
From this distance. So knowing that, I will allow you to kind of like retcon if you wanted to be on top of it, but that's going to be harder to sort of like read anything from that. So
yeah, I think for this turn I would maybe hover right above, like maybe 20 feet up then.
Cool. You got it.
Yeah. Because this is a setup for next time anyway. So. And then when we figured out where I am, I can still make its intelligence saving throw.
So you're 20 feet, correct?
20 feet up, yes.
Okay.
Let me fix that on my little notes.
All right. Intelligence save. That's a nat 20.
Okay, then nothing happens. I don't really have a bonus action. So I'm just going to stop there.
Okay, you got it. Okay. It is now the gatekeeper's turn. Okay, it's going to spend this time now to use its big move. I need everyone around to give me a dex saving throw.
Around
DC 17. Everybody except for those that are on the ground, which is just Yori.
25.
Nice. Jesus.
You said
I'm a rogue.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's still a lot.
It's like
You
her
said
shtick.
Nat
Dexterity,
20.
yes.
Nat 20 for a 22.
I'm sorry, 26, not 25.
Oh, yeah. How dare you?
You said Dex, right, Joe?
Yes.
Oh, a 19.
Okay.
16. So I fail.
16.
16. Cool. So both Gwyn and Io, you feel yourself being dragged further down. Io, give me a roll me a d4.
Okie dokie. 1.
Cool. So you guys get dragged 10 feet down. And then for
Me, probably.
everyone gets dragged 10 feet down, by the way. So that will affect everybody. But 5, 9. Sorry, that's the wrong one. I can't math today, guys. It's the stupidest way for me to make that math. Both Io and Gwyn take 27 points of damage. As you
What kind of
see the
damage,
creature-
Joe? Sorry.
That would be bludgeoning.
Legend. Nothing to do about that.
That's when you see the creature actually just kind of like pulling its arms in on itself, and you feel this huge sort of reverberation as the veins seem to glow blue and seem to circulate from its body itself to down below on the walls, and everything moves faster. So you're all moving down 10 feet. So Gwyn, you are now 10 feet.
Io's
So
down,
as far
by
as
the way.
being down, do I just fail that save, or am I not making that save because I'm already on the ground?
You're not making that save because you're already on the ground.
Okay, cool.
Actually, I'm going to need... Well, Alistair, you rolled a nat 20, so you're fine. Io, we'll base it on the deck save there. Io, you are no longer on that rock either.
Oh, I'm down anyway, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So you are floating down. Which I will say, because I'm a mean asshole, you are falling off the rock and floating slowly to the ground. Because that's how water works. Okay, so we have Io down, we have Yori down. That is the end of the Gatekeeper's turn. That was its charge attack. So it is now Gutter's turn. I will make this choice because I don't want you guys to have to make it, if you guys are okay with that. Unless there's a specific plan that someone has.
You're
can't
on
hear you,
mute,
Evan.
Yori.
Yeah, I mean, if you can bring somebody back up, I think obviously we'd like him to do that, but the choice of who, I would leave up to you.
You got it. I will meta here and ask Evan, do you have... Go ahead.
If Evan has something, I can only get to Evan to stabilize and put him under protective shield. I can't reach Dan.
Okay.
If that changes everything.
Honestly,
My other question...
Heal.
I was going to ask that, if you still have a healing word.
I do.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm going to say channeling the energy that Gutter has of trying to figure out where that healing would originally sort of come from. Seeing back when there was possibly a point where you did cast healing word, you see his eyes kind of snap open as he shouts down, and it just kind of travels through. Actually, he has to move down to do that. What's the range for healing word?
But Siobhan to heal.
That's right.
You did.
Healing
Someone
word
tell me
is
what the
60
range
feet,
is.
that's what it is.
60 feet. Cool.
60 feet.
So he's going to move within range of this creature to be able to... Why does that look lopsided? That's weird. Okay, whatever. Within range of this creature being able to attack him to cast Healing Word on Yori. Yori, you get 9 hit points back.
Yay!
Okay. Gutter is then going to cast Firebolt on this thing. I rolled a 3, so that does not hit. It just kind of hits against the armor. Okay. That is now Alistair's turn. Siobhan's on deck.
So just to confirm, I have no action.
Oh, sorry. Yes. So your full turn is having to move away. So having to spend your full movement to move as far away from this creature as you can, and then repeating the saving throw to end your turn.
Okay. So yeah, the 30 feet.
It should be 15 because you're going to be moving up.
That was an 11 on the saving throw.
Okay. Rough go.
So this is like a special kind of frightened.
Yes.
What about the haste? What happens with that?
Oh, interesting. Let's homebrew it and say I will allow you to have advantage on this roll for haste because you didn't take damage. So you're not having to do concentration on this.
7.
I try.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Did I get one more roll
turn.
because I didn't get the advantage last time? I don't want it.
No.
No.
Siobhan, it is your turn.
Can I move to within 30 feet of Io?
Yeah, I think so. Oh wait, of Io. Where is Io?
Below the
That
rock.
was right there. Gotcha. So that would be kind of moving clockwise. Actually, what's your movement speed?
Base 30, but I could bonus action dash with the clockwise move it and make it 120.
Okay. You will have to spend one of your dashes. What are you trying to... Oh, you're trying to get within 30.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it will take your full movement to get to Io.
Just my full movement or my cunning action dash?
Just your full movement, because you'll be moving clockwise, and you're moving... you don't even necessarily have to move down to be able to get to him right now.
Mm-hmm. I just want to get
'cause
within
you're-
30 feet of him.
You're 40 feet. Him coming off that rock.
I'm 30
would
feet
then-
now because I went down 10 feet because of the
Thank
lair
you.
action.
That's right, you were all going down. That's right. 50.
Oh God.
So the water is now 70. Okay, cool.
And I have advantage thanks to Io. I'm hearing an echo. Does a 24 hit.
20. What are you doing?
I'm shooting the thing with a crossbow.
Okay, so you did healing word, and now you're shooting
No.
a thing crossbow.
I don't have healing word. I have no spells.
You just
Oh,
wanted to be within 30 feet of him.
I'm just getting in within 30 feet of him. That's all I wanted. And now I'm shooting him.
24
Not
does
Io,
hit.
the bad
Yes.
guy.
Yes. And actually, ironically, because Yori is up right now, that would be sneak attack. Because Yori
Well,
is,
I have advantage
Yori's-
anyways from the
From
silvery barbs.
Would you just give
okay,
it to me?
Honestly, I'd be cool with that.
Just say that the advantage
But
was from me.
Technically speaking, I'd be
Can't you just give it to me? Can't I just have this?
I wish I could.
That's gonna be 29 points of damage this time. Nice.
Damn. Let me get the old calculator out here. But I'm pretty sure another piece of armor is going to come out. My calculations are correct. Yes, another piece of armor does come off. This thing is looking
Every
hurt.
time I hit it.
So AC is down to 16 now. Wow, we're looking close, gang.
We're looking bad.
Close to death, yeah.
I'm just pissing it off by cutting its armor off every time I hit it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That was my everything. Actually,
That
I
was
have
your
bonus
everything.
action. Do I have? No. I don't have any good bonus actions. Oh wait. Now that I've moved in, now that I've kind of like moved next to Io, can I give him a help action by shooting at the thing and distracting it and drawing its attention?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, bonus action help.
Help. Yep. So Io, you get advantage.
On my death save.
Oh, wait, Io's down, correct?
Io's
Oh wait,
down.
shit. Io is down.
Yeah.
Well, what if he's
Can I
up
say that
by the
for
time
Yori?
it gets to his turn?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Could I say that
Unfortunately.
for Yori by swimming
Yes, you can.
past him and shooting him? Okay, Yori has advantage next.
You shot Yori?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
It's the
Makes-
way he'd
only
want to
makes me
go
stronger.
as you're swimming around.
Yeah. Don't let it kill me.
You just see that his body just
You do it.
you do it. Cool. All right. Siobhan, give me a dexterity saving throw.
No problem. That's a 22.
Jesus Christ. Cool. You see the same thing. It like kind of like looks over at you now with its eye. You see this like sort of like almost like a javelin of ice that seems to kind of form from the beginning of its eye to kind of go out and just kind of and just shatters the wall behind you. That was one of its legendary actions. Okay. It is now Yori's turn.
All right, so I get up.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna move. Am I 60 feet to Io?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Then I'm just going to cast Healing Word
Yes.
on Io. Sorry, but it's only 5. That's all I got.
That's fine.
Yeah, he
That's
just
5 more than I
says,
had.
in convalescent reverie we find a balm for wounds that seeks to unbind. Amidst the labyrinth of whispered scars, resilient spirits mend behind the bars. And then heal. And then I'm gonna attack him because if I leave, I'm in his range, so there's no point in me going anywhere. Just gonna get hit. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, go for
he's
it.
gonna take his maul and he's gonna swing it. All right, first one with advantage from Siobhan. Okay, 24 to hit.
That hits.
Doing- Yeah,
Mhm.
it's doing 8 plus 15 from armor plus, so that's 23, and then I'm going to use the fire rune as well. So that is
Okay.
going to be 23 extra 2d6. Oh, 2 6s. Awesome. So 23 plus 12, 35. Yeah. And then he has to make a DC 13 strength saving throw, or else he gets shackled.
Yes.
Oh.
Is this specifically prone?
Prone?
Yeah. Is it for the fire rune? What's the condition that it would be under? Or is it not a specific one?
The fire rune is just like if I hit. What?
Can you read it off for me?
Sorry. Yeah. In addition, when you hit with a creature with an attack using a weapon, you can evoke the rune to summon fiery shackles. The target takes an extra 2d6 fire damage, and it must succeed on a strength saving throw DC 13 or be restrained for 1 minute.
Restrained. Okay, so that's the condition I was looking
yeah.
for. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
It also takes extra damage anyway, so if that happens.
Cool. Okay. I rolled a nat 1.
Hey!
So I will say last legendary resistance.
All right.
Okay.
Because that's gonna be but yeah, that's the last one.
That's a good one to use it.
And, yeah. And then my second attack.
Okay.
That's a 23 to hit. And then that'll be another 9 damage.
Okay. All right. Anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Okay. Before the lair action, it is going to take a swing on you, Yori.
Yep, that seems reasonable.
That is it's an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Now, silvery barbs.
Okay. All right. That's way more.
Dang it.
Who are you giving the advantage to?
I'm giving it to Alistair.
Okay. 16. You're down, right?
Down.
Yeah.
I have 9, so I'm gonna say it's almost certainly more than.
Yeah.
So,
It's more than that.
yeah.
Okay. All right, our fairy friend goes down again.
Just get up, just swing at him, fire, and then just no.
This thing is on the ropes, gang. I'm going to be honest with you. It's on the ropes. So we're coming down to the wire now. We'll see. Oh. So at the top of the round, I think I had Io roll it before. Now I'm going to have Nalani roll it. Nalani, give me a D20 roll.
Muted.
A 9.
Okay. You guys go another 20 feet down. Which, Gwyn, you're at 20 feet, correct? Or you're at 10 feet?
Yeah, I would be at 10 feet.
Okay, Gwyn, I need a Constitution saving throw, but you're taking damage no matter what. Unless you roll a nat 20, I'll say.
I did not roll a nat 20, but I did roll an 18.
Nice, awesome. Okay, cool. So you take 14 bludgeoning damage as you are slammed into the ground. 14 halved to 7 as you are slammed into the ground, and you see this like rock come like flying down behind you, but you're able to roll out of the way at the last second.
Cool.
But you're on the ground. Prone also, sorry. Okay. You all go down. I need a... so we did 9.
I wish you would stop saying we all go down.
You all go
Sounds
down.
bad.
Nah. Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Rocks fall,
You all go
everyone
down.
dies.
right now. I'm so sick of that joke.
Nalani, inches from your face, the rock happens to stop. Mechanically speaking. Unfortunately, it is actually everyone within 5 feet of the rock. So I need dexterity saving throws from. Oh shit, Io. Yeah, you're within 5 feet, bud. You better get good on this dex save. Dex save from Siobhan, Alistair, and Io, and Nalani.
24. 25.
Nice.
25.
8.
Okay.
That one.
Damn.
6.
Shit. Okay. At the top of the round, everyone that's rolled lower than 15 takes 13 points of damage. So Io goes down again, correct?
That's correct. Nothing more than that one?
No. I say that
Dude.
one just fails.
Dude,
Hey, Joe.
I love you for the
that
game.
one.
love you for the game.
Nothing more? Do I die? Do I just straight up die? Am I dead? Oh, Io, right before your turn. But it's not like you can't do nothing. Io, give me a death saving throw, please. It's up to you. You can say out loud what the number is, or you can message it to me.
Sounds good. Let's do a little suspense. I'm going to message you.
You got it.
I appreciate that.
That's the reason why.
Nalani, you're up. Oh, sorry. No. Sorry. Legendary action. Nalani, give me a dex save.
I don't at least get hide from behind this rock?
No.
You need a what? Sorry.
Dexterity save from you.
Oh, that's good. 19.
19. Cool. Awesome. You see this eye sort of ice javelin comes shooting out, shatters behind you. Just misses. Okay, now.
Nalani leans over, lets loose an arrow right back at him. 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Sorry, it was a I know you like
Sharpshooter?
Sharpshooting arrow.
Yeah, sharpshooting arrow. 21
Alright,
to hit.
I believe you.
For 21 points of damage.
Okay.
And then he lets go another sharpshooting arrow for 17 to hit.
17 hits.
And you see it hit for 20 points of damage, and then it turns into the magic arrow, and vines wrap around the creature again for an additional 9 points of damage.
Okay, still up.
Yeah.
Nice work, though.
And
Yeah, that's nasty.
I'm gonna take all of my movement up again.
Okay. So you were at
I was at
30.
50.
You were at 50, but at the top of the round you went down 20.
Okay.
So everybody went down 20. Everybody went closer to the ground, 20.
Correct. Yeah, I didn't get that one. Sorry.
Evan didn't want
I
me
was
to say
doing
down,
so good tracking that. Okay, so
cool. So you're back up to 50.
okay.
Just use the term anti-upwards. That way we'll know. It'll be very clear.
Upwards. That's definitely worse. Oh boy, gang! I love you guys very much. Nalani, is that end your turn?
Let me look. I don't think I have anything. Nothing. I think that's all I can do.
Okay. Nalani, give me a dexterity saving throw.
9 plus 4, 13.
13 does not save. You take 23 points of damage as the cold damage as the javelin goes straight in.
How far away is he?
He's pretty close to you, about maybe
Blessing of the Guardian.
20 feet up. Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
That's a fail.
I guess you pick who that ice arrow goes towards.
You know where it's going.
Yeah.
So you see it like move. Well, it doesn't throw this, but you see it kind of like it makes that sort of like movement towards your direction, but the head keeps on turning, going lower, and it just manages to just past this. Like, actually, I'll say it kind of gets in the way of like one of the pieces of rock, and that piece of that icicle just goes and right into Siobhan. How much damage did I say? 23?
23.
23, yeah. Okay. All right. Gwen, you're up.
All right, I'm going to get up from prone.
Okay.
The vines don't like restrain this creature or anything, right? From Nalani's arrow. All right.
Only
I'm
damage if
just-
he moves.
Yeah.
If it was important at a certain point, I was going to say that like those vines just seem to kind of like crack off of him as he makes his movement, but he doesn't move anywhere. So
Yeah. I am just going to. He looks pretty rough or hurt.
oh yeah,
Then I'm just gonna.
you see massive plates of that armor is like on the ground as you see this like essentially kind of like ocean of blue along its back, because you're kind of on the back side of him now. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to do 2 Eldritch Blasts right into his back then.
Okay.
All right, the first one is a dirty 20.
Hits.
And that's going to be. Where's my D10? Where'd it go? That's going to be max damage, 15 force.
It's
I rolled the 10 plus 5.
Okay. So you send one off.
Yeah.
You see it kind of react from the back, turns and looks at you. Go ahead and roll that second attack.
Come on, my hands are shaking. That is a 16.
16
That
is its
hits.
current armor class.
No, it's not.
hits.
But only 9 damage that time.
it's not-
All you had to do was 5 damage. Gwen,
Thank
please
God.
tell me how you kill the gatekeeper.
I think the force sort of like hits into the crack and just sort of like into the blue veins and is sort of absorbed, and then just sort of shatters outward as force
You got it.
from the inside just sort of shatters without damaging the crystals.
Oh, crystals are going to be damaged. Come on. It wasn't a nat 20 you rolled, so...
Just kidding. I think
you
as
said... Go
as
ahead.
it happens, I think she's like, "Oh no, the crystals!" And then like,
Yeah. Of course, absolutely. So you send that final blow. You see it continues to kind of turn around to you, and you see its eye sort of like looking at you as it was about to sort of like go just for you, and you see the head turning, and I think you kind of like wince for a second. You see the head continues to turn further than it should, as it is now floating in the air, out and away. It itself seems to shatter into a million pieces. Its arms, doesn't have legs, but its arms, its body, the giant shackles, and I mean giant, like three of Alistair could fit in them, slam to the ground, as the water is continuing to go down. So now we will do this to be able to finish this out. We'll kind of run through in the 'cause it's continuing to kind of go down on this. So I'll say, what is it currently at? It's at 70. Oh boy, gang. All right. Gwen, roll me a d4.
Oh, God.
You want high.
Does a 4 count as high?
4 is very high. Cool. With a 4, I just need 2 deck saves from those that are not currently on the ground. So what that means for Io is, Io, you are going to definitely fail one of them, as you are all able to take. Because let's see, where's Io in the? Well, Siobhan, you'd be going before Io. So I'm sorry. We'll go kind of back to this in order here on this. So we'll go in order. Gutter kind of goes after.
If he can heal, get
Gutter use.
Io.
Gotta use his last healing word on Io. Io, you come back up with, again, 9 hit points. Oh, man. Okay, so is anyone else down?
Just
Yori
Yori.
is.
He's already on the ground.
Yori's down.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So Gutter brings Io back up. Gutter is going to roll a deck save. Gutter fails that deck save. Second. Okay, Gutter's currently at 36 hit points. Gutter just took 12. Okay. So, Alistair.
Thing's dead. I'm not frightened anymore, correct?
Correct.
So do I have a full turn?
Yes, you do. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah.
Okay. I'll immediately start swimming. They're going down. I need to get within 30 feet of Yori. So I'm going to try and get as close to Yori as I can.
So you're past. So to swim down is not a problem, but you're going to be having to move clockwise to be able to get back in his range here. So using your, what's your movement?
So it's 30, but I'm hasted, so I get 60.
That sounds right. If that's what haste does.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, great. So you get 60. If you're moving downward and clockwise, that would be 120. But basically, you have to go around in a circle to be able to get within 30 feet of Yori. So let's see. That's you right there. Is within 30 feet of Yori.
Awesome. Is there anyone else within 30 feet of me, or is it just me and Yori?
Gutter might be.
Fine.
Matters.
Then I will cast Aid on Yori, myself, and Gutter. So you'll all get 5 HP temporary. Yeah, 5 HP.
Is it just temporary?
HP?
No, it's
Your
max HP.
current and max hit HP go up by that.
Yep, current.
Which is not temporary, by the way. That's the weird
Yeah,
thing with
no.
aid.
Oh,
Aid is
yeah,
super
that's
For
weird.
8
weird.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
So,
Takes 1 action. Duration's 8 hours.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I missed it.
yeah.
You still see you're immediately saying like, oh, I missed it. You have to like duck as a giant boulder is like flying around, right around you. We gotta drain the pool, gang.
Yep.
Where's the water going down to?
It's going
Is it, like,
down
going down-
into the. Good question. Yeah, going down into the center of where this thing is at, as if there's a. I'd say there's a hole that's about 10 feet wide.
Okay. And
Alistair,
there's still
anything
rocks
else on your
floating.
turn?
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, so it was an action, so and my movement. I don't have a bonus action. Yep. No, that's my turn.
Patient defense. This is where you find out Alistair's a monk.
Yes. Defense.
Impatient
You-
defense.
You say, bring it to the rock. It's flying at you. Awesome. Deck save, Alistair, at the end of your turn.
$19.
19, you save as you just managed to like just kind of like flip out of the way, and you're swimming. It's cool. You can do a flip in here, and you manage to kind of get yourself just out of the way of an oncoming large boulder that's coming past. Cool. Because the 4 means it's moving down 40 feet at a turn. It's moving much faster. So basically, this is going to be deck saves just from everybody straight up, whether you're near it or not. Okay, you managed to save from the first one. Siobhan, you're up. From here on out, unless there's something specific you guys wanted to do, you guys can just say, give me the deck save.
So how far is Io for me? 30 feet? or-
Io is, yeah, at least 30 feet.
I'm going to Misty Step to Io,
Okay.
grab him, and then cunning action dash ourselves downwards with the coat. So I know it's like half your movement. So it'd be 60 feet of movement still with me because I should have 120. Half movement dragging him. 60
Dragging
feet.
him 60 feet.
And trying to put us
60
both on the
feet, yeah.
ground.
Yep. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. So I'm going to say for those that are on the ground, because you have something to be able to kind of push off of, to be able to dodge out of the way, you're going to have advantage on these deck saves. So, Siobhan, give me that deck save.
19.
19 beats it. Okay. Yori, you are prone.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna get up. What did you say? What happened with the shackles? They just dropped, or they're still on? Like,
Yeah,
the whole thing
Alistair was
collapsed, or kind of
particularly. Alistair's particularly interested in the shackles. The giant shackles kind of clang to the ground. The rest of the creature is gone. So there's just 2 giant golden shackles.
Okay. If I'm on the ground, am I still making a deck save, or
Yes, with advantage
Okay.
because you're able to kind of push off, because this is still, you're still having to deal with the
the
rushing
shackle
water.
big enough to get into? Like, if it was like, a circle, could I kind of crawl into it to like hide from any debris crashing down?
To be clear, there's like it would take 3 Alistairs to fit in here. That's how wide it is. As far as how
Okay.
tall it is, yeah. I'll say I'll lower the DC for you. I like that. Creative. Let's reward
Okay.
that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
yeah.
going to try to do then.
Cool. I'm going to lower the DC by 1 because it's
That's
still
fair.
there's still a lot
Yeah,
going
there's still,
on.
and it's swirling. It's not necessarily just going down and stuff. Yeah. So, okay.
Right. Yeah. So, but you have advantage because you're on the ground.
All right. Dirty 20.
Cool. You make it safe. All right. Top of the order. We still see that thing just still pulling in. Io, it is your turn.
All right. So I think after Io realizes this is not in fact the afterlife, he's just going to make his dex save.
You got it. Are you going to go down?
I think I'm already on the ground.
Oh, you're already down.
He's
Never
on the
mind.
ground because I pulled him down.
Apologies. Yes.
No,
Yeah,
you're
yeah, yep. Give me that dex save.
Okay. And I guess a 21 saves.
That would, that would absolutely save. Jeez, gang. All right. Okay. Nalani, you're up.
I am going to get to the ground next to Siobhan and Io.
Cool. Because you were 50 feet, right?
I was 50 feet, but if you want me to, I can use my action. Yeah.
No, you're good. 60 gets you down on the ground.
Can I get over next to them?
Next to who?
Siobhan and Io?
Yeah. Anything else on your turn?
I'll cast guidance on Siobhan.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
And then I'll roll my dice.
Do it.
It's a dex, 18.
Yep, with advantage. Cool. 18 just makes it. 17's a DC. Okay. Gwen, you're up.
So I'm on the ground. Has anything changed in the last 6 seconds between the obelisk and the...
Why are you on the ground?
Well, I'm standing on the ground, aren't I?
Yeah.
She
Okay.
got
No.
slammed into the
I still
ground.
had you prone.
Yeah,
I still
not
have
prone
prone, I
anymore.
think.
I stood up last time.
Oh shit! So you were on the ground blasting out to that thing. God, that's so fucking cool. That's cool.
Oh yeah, that is fucking cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm looking at the portal and the obelisk as I'm trying to gain my balance and hold on and stuff. Bracing myself on the ground to see if there's any like symbols in common, like anything's changing between them as the water's coming down, just trying to take in the surroundings as this is all happening very quickly.
I love that so much, and like creatively I want to give you something cool in it, but I think it's just as funny to say like, okay, cool, Gwen turns around immediately as this thing comes crashing down to the ground, looks at the giant portal in front of her, which is indeed starting to do something, but you're like looking at the phrases and things like that, and I think because you're so close, you're just like, you're looking at the plaques and everything, and if I may, because I know your perception.
You go
and
for
it. Just
it.
makes sense.
Yeah.
You're like looking back and forth at the column, like that's just kind of like sitting like fully like on its side on the ground now at this point. And you're like kind of like looking back and forth while Io, Nalani, and Siobhan can just see that the portal is starting to do something in the center. As you see this like sort of blue light starts to kind of circle up, very similar to the whirlpool that's happening in front of you. But I fully think it just makes sense that Gwen doesn't see that, because you're looking specifically for you're looking for the next puzzle. You're like, okay, cool,
Yeah.
that's done. All right, how do we fit? What are we doing for this? And in the meantime, through all of this, Io, Siobhan, Nalani, you're all like, Gwen, no, no, like, look at the...
You can't hear them, so...
Yeah. That's right, it's a death. Amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome. It is the gatekeeper's turn. The gatekeeper
Did I have
comes
to make a
back
dex
to
save,
life.
though?
I'm just kidding. Oh, no,
Okay.
no.
Sorry.
Sorry, yes, you do. Yes, please make that dex save with advantage.
That is going to be a dirty 19.
19.
I thought it was
Awesome.
an
Cool.
19, but it's 18.
All right.
With advantage, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
All right. As Joe tries that joke again, the gatekeeper comes
Sorry.
back alive and tries... No. Just kidding. Gutter goes to the ground. Doesn't have any more spell slots left, so just going to make that deck save with advantage. Fails. A 10 and a 9. Oh, what am I doing? So that is going to be... Jeez, that is 18 points of bludgeoning damage. Gutter is looking... Gutter has 6 hit points left.
Did you include the 5 he got from aid?
I did not, thank you. Gutter has 11 hit points left. Okay. I believe this happened actually. Actually, I'm going to have just... Because I don't think I had Gutter roll last time. Because this happened after Gwen's turn. Yes. So it's we're going to take that moment to see the whirlpool does its one last job on trying to suck you all down and in, as the swarming sort of boulders are now kind of crashing against the ground as they're coming towards you all. Is going to be one more turn for Gutter. So Gutter has 11 hit points. It's advantage because it's on the ground. There it is. Gutter saves. Alistair, it's you.
I'll take 60 feet to get to the ground, as close to the portal as I can. Close to Gwen.
You got it. Alistair, give me a perception check. 22. With a 22, you see Gwen looking down at this plaque that is showing the markings in primordial. I hate it when it does that. Sorry, the markings in primordial, and you see this giant shifting sort of vortex of water starting to move in and around itself in that whirlpool-like fashion. I'm gonna do something really cool. So what do you say to Gwen?
Honestly, I think I just walk over and, shoulder to shoulder, lift her chin up so she's looking directly forward in front of her.
Love it.
Perfect.
Sorry, give me a second. When you see the swirling portal in front of you, you realize in this moment that all you need to do is just brace yourself and wait.
Cool.
It's got some serious zoom.
Where's my camera guy when I need him? Okay, cool. I'll give it a little more light. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. You see Gutter just kind of staring up at awe as Gwen is... all three of you are now staring at this thing. Alistair, I need a dex save with advantage.
That's a 10.
Okay. Alistair, you take 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
So just as I lift her chin up, a rock hits me and I am out.
Right in the head as you just go back to the ground. Gutter's like giant eyes are like looking at this thing just as Alistair just falls in front of him, just completely misses in the exuberance of this this amazing portal that's opening up, completely misses Alistair falling down in front of him. He'll have a turn. Siobhan, you're up.
I'm gonna look over my shoulder at Io and Nalani and yell, "Stay close!" and sprint to Alistair.
Cool.
Can I make it? With 120 feet of movement.
You said stay close, and now you're moving 120 feet.
Well, I can't, like, you can't save your movement in combat round, even if you want to move on the same thing, which is weird. I would like to move with them, but that's not how it works.
60 gets you, sorry, excuse me. 35 would get you there.
35 feet would get me there?
Yes.
If I have 120 feet of movement, can I drag them both with me for those 35 feet?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay.
It's in water.
I'll just take their hands and drag them with me up to Alistair. Drop to my knees and cast Spare the Dying on him.
Okay, you got it.
And that's a... Ooh, that's not great. That's a 14 dex save.
Yes, 14 is a fail.
Rolled a 4 and a 7.
Those are very different rolls that I rolled, though. That is 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
As she cradles Alistair and he's
Oh my God.
stabilized, a rock hits her and she goes down.
Okay.
Alistair's stable.
Okay, cool. You're up. As you were the only one. You're the only one not with the rest of your party. Just hanging
I
out.
am going to hamster wheel the shackle over there. Just pressing it down as hard as I can to get as far as I can with full sprint and, going that with the current.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Right. 23.
23. And then give me a piloting check to not crush your friends. Yeah, you're trying to move this thing that you've never done before.
There isn't a piloting check.
I know.
Be survival or whatever you want.
I think acrobatics, honestly.
All right.
I'll allow for survival. I'll allow it.
Acrobatics would be an 18, survival would be a 22, so
Okay.
anyways.
I'll stick with my original one and say it was acrobatics then. As you feel it sort of like wobbling like as it's having to deal with a fucking whirlpool, as you're maneuvering through it, you can feel it wobble and you feel it like start to kind of like fall down to the left side, and you're like you just try to shift your whole weight over to the right as you manage to have it fall down. Still around you to the right.
Yep.
Full
And
success.
then,
Nice work.
Dex save.
Yes.
15.
Okay. 15. Yeah. 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Weren't you gonna lower the DC by 1 since I'm in the shackle? Or is the DC higher than 16?
The
Okay,
DC was
cool.
17. It's now 16.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'm down.
Okay, hold on. So, sorry, because this would be the most hilarious party wipe ever. Alistair is up. No, Alistair's only
Alistair's
stable.
Alistair's
Alistair's
Fear the
stable.
dying.
Siobhan is down. Yori is down. Gutter's up. Gutter's up. Okay, cool. Awesome. It is Io's turn.
First thing he's gonna do is he's going to try and drag both of his friends. Well, actually, no. There's 3 knocked out now. Yori, but then again with the armor, who are the lightest 2 in the party?
I mean,
Where are you
Yori's
going to drag
be-
them to?
Yeah, where we wanna be.
The
Drag
whole
me here.
stage is the problem.
I was thinking bringing them closer to the portal while it's doing its thing, but I guess we're all here.
The
so.
portal is not what the deck save is coming from, though.
True. I was thinking like jumping through it the moment it opens or something like that, but I guess I'll just do my deck saves.
Yeah. So you could try to throw them down the 10-foot hole that's down there. You could just be like, obviously this is where you guys want to go, and
If you want to die.
That feels risky, so no. I'm just gonna
now
do deck saves.
now is the time, as a lot of your players are, or a lot of your characters are down. Anyone you don't like, now's the time to kick them into the hole.
That'd be the biggest dick move for Io, because he's basically had all of them save him, and that'd be like the biggest middle finger. But
Okay, you got it. Io is give me that deck save.
nat 20.
Okay, cool. You don't move. It's just like comes around you. All right, Nalani, you're up.
Nalani's gonna pull out his bow and point it at no, just kidding. Nalani
I've waited
is-
so long for this moment.
Nalani's going to take out his healer's kit, and he is going to take out some bandages and some salves and apply them to Siobhan, and that will stabilize her.
Okay, you got it, absolutely. So,
You have to roll for that, don't you?
Nope.
this is a healer's kit, right?
Yep.
You still have to
Without
roll
need
for it, I
to
believe.
make a wisdom medicine check. Without.
What?
As an action,
What?
you can expend one use of this kit to stabilize a
What?
creature that has 0 hit points without
What?
need to
Good
make
job.
a wisdom medicine check.
Oh, I think the
Yeah.
check is to see if you can give me 1 HP back. Would be that check.
Yeah, I'll say if you get a nat
Doesn't say that,
20, I'll allow you to do so
'Cause there's
well
a
with that
feat
healing
that
kit.
allows
might-
you to do that.
You
So
might
you'll
need that
be-
feature, the healer's
Yeah.
feature.
Yep.
Okay, here comes.
But if you roll a nat
kitty
20,
dice.
roll me a
kitty
nat 20
dice.
medicine check.
Kitty dice.
Oh, kitty!
Everything's riding on this moment.
It was a nat 1. A nat 1.
You make the joke of like pulling the bow, and you're like, I'm just kidding, and you forget that you have the arrow in your hand as you go to, and you just, and she's dead.
No.
Just kidding. You just stab her in the eye. It's just gone.
Did you use your Did you use guidance last time, Siobhan?
Guidance
on
only
ability
works
checks.
on
Oh,
ability
it doesn't
checks.
use it. Yep,
Resistance
sorry.
works on saving
My bad.
throws.
My
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no one give me that deck save with advantage.
Advantage, an 18 plus 4, 22.
Doesn't save. Gwen, that's your turn.
This is non-stop. You're all gonna die.
Hey.
Jokes.
Hey, listen. This is my last one of the year, all right?
Fair enough.
Jess took the creature gets back up joke away from me. So
Did. I just blew straight past that. I'm sorry.
it's all right. It's all right. It's totally fine. In this moment, as it is Gwen's turn, the current picks up even higher, and it is even harder. No, sorry. Give me that deck save, Gwen. You're the last one.
Still advantage.
Still advantage.
All right, then that's a 17.
17 makes it fantastic. So, oh, what a good time to turn that off.
So, question: do I still have an action?
Yeah.
Can I steal the healer's kit from Nalani and start bandaging up Yori?
Yes.
Because I think it
I
has
think
more than
it's-
one use, that thing,
It
right?
It has 10
Does it?
charges
10
actually.
uses.
Okay, great.
Got
Yeah.
9
Awesome.
left. So
Okay.
only 8 more you can go down.
Cool. All right.
So let me roll
So-
to see if I get the natural 20. I did not.
Okay. In this moment, there is a silence as the portal, the water around it seems to collect and move together into, as it collects finally in the center. All of a sudden, there's a huge, bright blue light. The veins themselves that come down seem to generate the last of its power into this portal, allowing you all to walk through. As
2 weeks.
as you all collect yourself, picking up the stabilized creatures, trying your best to be able to stumble through the portal itself. We see exchanged glances. We see broken, bruised, bleeding bodies. We see behind it the remains of a creature that spent its last breath trying to keep you out. Or maybe just making sure that you're worthy enough. Proving in its defeat that you are. Hand in hand, arm in arm. Possibly carrying a body. You all walk through the portal. As you do so, the first thing that you feel on the other side is disconnect. Disconnect from your patrons, your Feywild friends. You feel that in this place that you're currently at, before you're even able to open your eyes, you are away from this world. In a place that is void of anything else touching it. Someplace pure. And with that, we're going to end tonight's session. See you guys next year.